Good evening, everybody. Surprise! Yes. It's not Tuesday, but we're here. Yes. It's a snow day. And, well, we're celebrating snow days. We actually all four of us had a Saturday free, and the players wanted to keep going sooner than a week, and I didn't have anything else to do. So I said, absolutely, let's do this. So here we are, a special Saturday, what we're calling our Snow Day episode of Lands of Aecathan. Little extra gaming for you because you've all been so good, you know. Yeah, because this is a special, we won't... I just wasn't going to say anything. I get called lots of different things. Most of them I don't mind. So, most of them. But anyway, Pappy makes me think of Popeye's dad. That's what I think of. Oh, no. Yeah, I will, drop you right off this call. Yeah. I think there's, 2 people in the world that can get away with calling me that. Nope. My mentor from undergraduate and a friend of mine from high school. That's it. Yeah. And that's fine. Right. Yes, I know, and most of them I don't mind. I always default to sir or ma'am. That was what I was brought up with, so. Right? Right. That's true. People hear it from you and just think, well, she's eccentric. Just let her be. Anyway, yes, because it's a special episode, we're going to forego the normal opening announcements and things like that, and we're just going to dive straight into it because I know they're all so excited to be doing this. So, let me officially welcome you back to the Lands of Aecathan. It's Snow Day. Welcome back. Just a few days ago, when we last played, our heroes had departed from Romani Keep via magic, courtesy of both B.A., the Lord Abbot of Fermanagh Keep, and Zorith's mentor, Oberys. They traveled by teleportation circle and arrived in the Tower of Azanor, where they were greeted by Oberys and put up for the evening. Oberys had to spend some time with Zorith, bringing her up to speed on his translation of the tomes recovered from the Everwood crypt, and revealed two rather startling pieces of information. One was the discovery of a forgotten school of magic called Noctomancy, which has to do with the art of magical dreamwalking. And the other was a revelation from a storybook that suggested that once upon a time there were good dragons that would counter the activities of the evil dragons. Now, no one knows where the good dragons went, but they have seen evidence that the 5 chromatic dragons that attacked Aecathan were not the only ones, because the dragonkin, the half-dragon that appeared in the realms after the attacks, were of the 5 chromatic colors, but were also seen in metallic colors as well, and no one knew why. Well, Oberys thinks this is why. Because in their genetic structure are the genes for the good dragons as well as the evil dragons. And while the evil dragons will not breed anything but chromatic colors, the half-human spawn seem to have somehow unlocked the other side of the gene pool and have manifested as metallic dragonkin. Oberys says this supports the fact that the story might be true. And yes, there were dragonkin that were not the right colors. People at first thought it was an aberration. They thought maybe it had to do with the mixing of the genes from dragon to some of the other races. And they pretty much all still think that. Right now, Oberys and you three are the only ones who know that that might indicate the presence of another species of dragon or another tribe of dragons somewhere at one time. You spent the night, got up the next morning, and decided that after lunch you would head back to Aermagh, but you were hoping to reunite with a young man you met on your travels west toward Thunder's Edge originally, some many weeks ago. And as you sat down to lunch at the visitor's table, Zorith having steered you away from the scary food, you heard a voice say, "It's you." And that was where we stopped. So that's where we'll pick up. Yes. Yeah. Wooden trays. Well, he's just approached the table with his tray in hand, and he's just kind of like wide-eyed. Yes, but pleasantly so. This is wonderful. Hi. It's so nice to see you again, Lady Zorith, and your companions. Can I, if I'm not being too impertinent, what brings you to the tower? Last I heard, you were headed far away. Master Obrus is such a nice man. Thank you so much for facilitating my meeting him. And as it... No, as it turns out, he is a research fellow with my advisor. Yes, Master Andrews, do you know him too? Wow. Yes, he and Master Obrus were gone for a while, and then they came back, and they seemed very excited about something, but we haven't really seen much of them. Master Andrews refuses to talk about what they were doing. And Master Obrus has just been locked in his tower. People say that he's poring over a book, which I suppose is normal for people who study magic, but that you know what it is? Not even a hint? All right. Okay, hold on. He's got a... You would think they'd be able to magically translate it. Well, maybe it's an exercise. I don't know. But yet, this is a wonderful surprise. When I got the message to meet someone at the visitors' table, I thought perhaps my father had come, but I never expected you. We've sent letters. Yes, he misses me. He doesn't say so, but it's clear in the things that he does say. I hope so. I'm trying to make him proud. I'm trying not to get into too much trouble. I remember that your brother said to sort of portion out the troublemaking and not do it all at once and not do anything big. Where is your brother? Oh my. That sounds... Well, I guess that makes me feel a little better. It's going pretty well. He looks around and kind of holds his hand really close to his chest and concentrates and mutters a few words, and you see a little ball of flame appear in his hand. We're not supposed to do magic in the mess. But Master Indru says that I have a knack. He says that I'm picking up cantrips very quickly. Well, it's all they'll let us do. I hope so. You have to complete all of the first year studies, and then in the second year they begin you on basically your first real spell book and learning how to copy spells into the book, and that doesn't sound like much fun. But I understand that it's necessary. So that's what Master Indrus keeps saying. Well, that's good to know. Yes, some. And a couple enemies. But yeah, it's not my fault. Really. It really isn't my fault. As Master Indrus says, I seem to have a knack, and I pick things up faster than a lot of the other students, and there are a couple young nobles who are here who don't like the fact that the son of a fisherman is learning things faster than they are. And so... Yes, but they don't understand that. You see him pause for like a long second. No, that wouldn't be right. They can't help their upbringing. Well, I'll tell you what. He kind of leans forward. If you really want to help, when we're done, if you could walk to class with me. My next class is with Master Indrus. And if you were to walk in with me and say hello to Master Indrus, and it was obvious that he knew you, and then, well, you said goodbye to me, that would make me look pretty good. Great. Yes. But so tell me about your trip. Tell me about Thunder's Edge. We live actually reasonably close, but my father's never taken me. So I've never been. I've only heard stories. A Sandy Cove. No. That's why my father never let me go. He said it was dangerous, that they were dangerous. Well, of course you were. You're heroes. I mean, everybody respects heroes, right? What do you mean, not at first? Oh, right. Okay, I understand. So it doesn't stop as you get older. Well, that's a little discouraging. Oh. I guess that makes sense. I mean, you get more experience doing things, you get better at it and it's easier. Sure, okay. But so they call it enclave? Wow. How do they know? How did you convince them to let you in? Really? Okay. I'm showing the fact that I'm a little naive, but how do you make yourselves useful to barbarians? Oh. Well, no, not near the desert. That would be too hot. And did you say did you say you have a house there now? I've always wanted to visit Thunder's Edge because it just sounds so. I mean, they're the last guard on the border of the desert where all of the evil people live. Do they ever miss anybody? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's what the stories say, is that they are the desert guard. That they're protecting the rest of us from the Temple of... I never know how to say that word. Jogravana, yes. That's how you say it, Jogravana? Oh, that was my first guess, but I was sure it was wrong. Okay. He actually teaches a class on magical theory. It's a class on the idea of how the magic exists in Aecathan and how we're able to borrow pieces of it and manipulate it by formula, and how the other two schools do it as well. I understand a little bit better now the difference between how Master Indrus does it and how you do it, Lady Zorith, and I must say, you're very brave. Yes? Wait, you turned blue? Is that one of the wild surges that Master Indrus talked about? But it was only temporary. Oh, good. Oh no. I know, but I have a couple friends in the sorcerer's school. One special friend in particular. I didn't say it was a she. Okay, her name is Sora. Yes. Oh, really? Is it really strange? How do you know they were intelligent? Really? Wow. They wanted to leave? But did they just become regular bushes when they got out? Wow. Yes, I know. Master Indu's talked about that. Sorry. He looks at Zorith. No, she's teasing me, right? This is a joke, right? I can't imagine you with a beard, let alone a beard with feathers. No. One of them is a wizard and one of them is a warlock. He very casually turns around. And then he kind of turns back a little quick and says, if you go to the other side of the room, go to the far corner, 3 tables this way and 2 tables this way. She's the girl in the light green robe with the red hair. Okay. Yeah, you both managed to spot her. And she's cute. She's not gorgeous by any stretch of the imagination, but she's cute. I think so. She doesn't think so. Well, that's one of the reasons I like her. Because she's not mean. You know, she's nice and she's funny. And she grew up a long way from where I did. She's from Kilcross. So, yeah. So she knows all about this part of the world, and I know a little bit about, you know, the southern part of the world. So, you know, we keep thinking of things to check with each other about, like, you know, do people down there do this? Do people up there do this? Yeah. Well, there's little opportunity for anything else. I mean, you know, the most that I get to do is, you know, I get to eat meals with her here in the mess hall. That's pretty much it. There's no time. Yeah, Zorith, you remember what it was like as a first year. They keep you busy. You pretty much work until you sleep, and that's every day. And they're trying to instill that work ethic. They have a traveling traitor wagon that comes through every couple weeks. I think that would be very forward. Sometimes. The really fun things are a little expensive. But I'm saving. So eventually I'll be able to afford there's a fun thing that I've kind of had my eye on, and I'm saving for it. So it's a necklace. It's a silver chain with a tiny little silver pine tree on it. And well, since she's from up north and she talks about the pine trees, I had never seen a pine tree until I came here. And I think it's really interesting that they're green. It doesn't matter what the season is, they're green. So I thought, that might be something that she would like. It would remind her, of home and just something nice. Oh, no. I'm fine. I have everything I need. I have a whole library to read if I get any extra time, which Master Indrews has actually seen that I get a little time to read. I'm working as one of his assistants in the library. Mostly it's just reshelving books and cleaning. But he does see that, especially he says, since I do show an aptitude and I have progressed in my cantrip studies faster than most of the other people, that sometimes I get to take an hour of class time while he's working with the people who still haven't quite gotten it, and I get to read. Well, I try not to make a big deal out of it. I don't, I just sort of disappear. I have a couple places that I sort of squirrel myself away with the book. Yeah, one of them I actually got from Master Oprus, who told me that when he was a student that there was a little place that he used to go. There's a shelf on the 3rd floor that was actually built over an old closet, and he figured out how to sort of pivot the shelf enough to get into that old closet, and there's actually a window. And so that's where he used to go. He just sort of closed himself up in there. Yes, he had told you that. And so he used to just sort of like close himself up in there for some privacy and sit and read. And he told me about it, and so I've gone there too. I haven't told anybody else, but I figure it's okay if I tell you. It's really interesting. It's a lot more work than I thought it was going to be, but at least it's interesting work. Hold, please. There we go. For whatever reason, your levels weren't showing up.
Oh.
But now they are. And if I have to repair it, well, I did it last time, so I could do it again. Now, what did you ask? I'm sorry.
Do you have any questions of us other than what you already asked?
And where's your class? Is it time for class?
Almost. They're going to be ringing the bell any second, and then you hear a handbell start ringing.
We gather up our trays and take him to the right place and follow him in.
All right. And he's pointing out a couple of his friends as you walk to class. It's on the second floor, and it's a room that, Zorith, you remember. You had classes in this room.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk in, you see the class is about 3/4 full.
Is this a shared class between all
Yes.
three schools?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
And you see the girl, Sora, sitting sort of on the far side by the window, and you see Master Indrews pulling a couple books out of a satchel at the lectern.
I lean over to him and ask if the rotten students are here yet.
He kind of furtively looks around. No. They don't usually show up until, like, just before he closes the door, because they don't think they have to. You know.
I don't like them.
I'm not a big fan of theirs. But he walks in and says, Master Indrews, I found some people I think you know. And Indrews looks up and goes, oh, goodness. Yes, absolutely. Hello. Can I help you with something?
Oh, no, we were just escorting this one to his class, that's all.
Oh, you know Aron.
Yes.
We do.
We do know Aron.
He's a good lad. He's very conscientious and very studious, and shows quite a bit of talent. I'm going to make a fine wizard out of young Aron.
That's wonderful.
Well, have you seen Oberus? I'm certain he would want to see you if you're here.
Yes, I have.
Excellent. And he kind of leans in, almost conspiratorially. Did he tell you about what he's deciphered in that book so far?
Yes, because I told them also over breakfast, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember. Okay, yeah. So, yes,
Fascinating.
exciting stuff.
Absolutely enthralling. I keep
can't-
encouraging him to work and translate more. I'm eager to find out more about this noctomancy. A new school of magic is very exciting.
I look around. Is anybody listening to us? I mean, like, everybody's probably looking at us.
Yeah, everybody's looking, and you see that Aron has gone to sit down, and he's sitting in the next row right beside Sora, and she's kind of leaning over, asking him something, clearly.
Who are we?
Who are
Probably.
those people? And then I'm just gonna shoot the breeze until 2 little punks come in at the last minute.
All right. Well, you see 2 guys walk in. One's tall and thin, one's a little bit shorter and stockier enough that you guess that he's actually pretty muscular. They're both wearing very rich embroidered silk robes, black. And they kind of slouch in and walk right down the row and sit in the back.
He said they were noble brats, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Are they from Aermagh? Do I recognize them?
No, they're not from Aermagh.
Okay.
I sneeze. And as I'm sneezing, you know it's coming. I cast Prestidigitation on the... Is there one that's bigger than the other one?
There's one that's taller, and the other one's more muscular.
On the muscular one.
All right.
I'm going to make it sound like he farts, like he farted, and give it a little smell.
You see, without even looking, I mean, the whole class starts to laugh, and the guy's looking around like, I'm going to kill somebody. And without looking up from leafing through his book, Indru says, Zorith, please don't help.
Well, we should probably get to be going on our trip back to Aermagh.
Yes, be safe. I understand things are a little chaotic in Aermagh at the moment.
Of course.
Yes. Lovely to see you.
Wonderful to see you too. Travel safely.
Oh, Aron.
Yes.
I forgot. Thanks for leading us around the class and the school again. And I run over and I give him a big hug.
Oh, Jesus. He turns beet red. But he's just like hugging you, and Tasha, you and Aribelle clearly see Sora kind of going.
Uh-oh.
And I say, come on, Zorith, let's go. And then I say, thanks for the tour, Aron. Have a good day.
I give him like a high five too.
Goodbye, Lady Zorith. Goodbye, Lady Tasha. Goodbye, Lady Aribelle.
Bye, Aron. It was lovely to see you again. Please send our best to your father.
I will. Thank you. And as you walk out of the room, you hear the room kind of burst out in this low buzz of conversation, and you hear Aron's name several times until you hear Indru say, all right. Yes, we've had some visitors. It's very exciting. Goodbye, Lady Aribelle. Yes, now, if you remember, when we left class yesterday, and he begins right back into the lecture like,
And off we go.
he's not having any of it.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's kind of stuffy himself.
Well,
Yeah.
Of course he is.
I was surprised he was as unstuffy as he was with us.
He's too excited about the
I
magic.
know.
He is.
And
He is.
also, he's starting to get used to us.
And you are 3 of the 5 people he's allowed to talk about this to.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Excellent.
Yep. so
Hopefully that helps.
hopefully, you suspect that he's going to have a little explaining to do to Sora, but like, why was that pretty elven lady hugging you?
He probably told her about meeting us on the road.
Right.
And then
And
she'll
if
be-
not, he will get to now.
Right. All right. So, Tasha, before lunch, you were able to locate the horses that Obrys arranged for you to use.
Oh, right. So I say, well, let's go get the horses and go.
Alrighty.
All right.
Go get our stuff from the guest cottage.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
When we get to the stables, I will cast Summon Steed.
Okay.
Ooh, fancy.
Mm-hmm. Super cool. Or Find Steed. Call it the correct name. There we go.
Right.
Should have done it last night, but we should be okay.
And he appears. Greetings.
Hello.
Greetings, ma'am. Are we prepared?
Yes.
Good. Then let's be off. I have a
will-
desire to run.
We're headed to Aermagh, which is where my home is.
Very good.
And I traded in my armor for a little lighter load. So not that it bothered you, but
No. No. You could never be too much for me to carry, mistress.
I eat a lot of donuts.
And I eat and I eat a lot of oats, so I'm plenty strong, don't worry. You see Aribelle's just sitting on the back of her horse and she starts to laugh.
I gracefully mount my horse.
All right.
Every time she says I find my horse, I keep thinking of Aladdin. What do you want? What do you want?
What do you want?
What do you want?
What do you want?
Yeah.
All right. You head out.
We head off.
It's cold. Winter has arrived. The tip of winter has arrived up here while you've been gone. So it's chilly. There's a little bit of snow on the ground, but maybe half an inch. It's mostly just a dusting. So it doesn't impede travel at all. But the forest is white.
Oh, yeah.
I wrap my cloak about me.
Ooh, let's keep an eye out for Theronox.
Oh, yeah.
Who?
The birds, the turkey birds, the big turkey birds.
Oh, those. Okay.
If we find one, we should just give it to him as a peace offering.
Probably.
We gave him the egg as a peace offering.
Oh, we made him
And
pay
then
for
you
the egg.
charged him up the nose for the knowledge on how to hatch them and keep them.
Because he paid us for the egg but ripped us off.
Right, so all's fair.
Yeah, but
Right.
I want to be able to just walk in and get donuts instead of having.
That is true. All right, well, we'll keep our eye out for Theronox then.
Okay.
All right.
Or eggs.
Or an egg, yes.
Or eggs. We'll watch kind of the tree line to see if there's
the
any
nests.
nests or anything. Oh, but I don't want to steal them from... The reason we took the one nest egg is because the parent had perished.
Died.
So
Yeah.
it's okay to kill them after they've hatched, but not take them as babies.
I don't know.
Plus,
Yes, because it gives them a fighting chance for another day.
right, but he needs another one to mate them.
You gave him 2 eggs.
Oh, we had two? Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought we just
I thought it
won.
was just one.
Nope, it was 2. I just rewatched the episode.
Oh.
I wonder if he's had any luck. All right, well, we'll see if we can find him a Theronox.
All right.
They won't be so hard to handle now.
Probably not.
No.
All right. Well, you travel on. Go ahead and all 3 of you make a perception check.
Okay.
25.
Dirty 20.
18.
All right. You travel on through the rest of the afternoon, on toward evening. It's not quite sunset yet, probably an hour still. Aribelle, you actually catch sight of something in the sky. And you look up. That could be a Theranok. But it's
Have I seen
probably
what a Theranok looks like before?
not a live one. You've
Oh.
eaten them, but you've never seen one pre-cooked.
Wild.
About how far up is it?
You would guess it's about 100 feet up at this point.
I will cast Guiding Bolt at it.
All right. Now, it makes a save for that, correct?
Nope, I rolled a hit.
Oh, you rolled a hit. Okay.
16?
16 will hit.
It's radiant damage, so it's not going to, like, set it on fire or something.
Right. It's magical damage. Yeah.
13 points.
13 points. You, Zorith, and Tasha riding along, and you see Aribelle kind of glance upward and then cast a quick spell, and you hear a
Oh,
and you
Theranok.
look up, and you see something making a very steep spiral down toward the ground. Everybody needs to roll initiative.
Hopefully it's a Theranok and not a Thwilnu.
What's a Thwilnu?
Oh
The
my
white
god.
evil things.
Yeah, I sucked at that roll, so boo hiss.
You still might have a better initiative than me.
Ooh,
Oh boy.
Thank goodness I can get advantage on it.
right.
All right.
God bless America.
Tasha?
What's my initial?
30.
What?
I can tell you it's +5.
Oh, there we go. Okay. That's what I was looking for. 19.
Everybody's better at looking at Tasha's character sheet than Tasha.
I don't have it
It's
pulled
doing all
up.
sorts of weird things to me.
Aribelle.
Well, I just have it up on a tab, so I mean
6.
it's super easy to check.
6. Okay,
With
Zorith.
advantage. 6.
Ooh, 13.
6?
13.
My other roll would have given me a 2.
Ooh.
Because
All
I
right.
rolled a 1 and a 5.
Well, Tasha,
Oh my God. Yes.
you're up first.
I guess so.
You see something large, winged and taloned, coming down from the sky.
Mm.
I cast Thunderclap at it. The save is con 15.
It does not save.
Okay. 12 points of damage.
Are you casting Thunder Wave?
No, Thunderclap. It does 2d6. It makes a noise. And a thunder.
Cantrip.
Yeah, it's a cantrip.
Okay. Must be in...
It's all one word, not two.
Thunderclap. Thunderclap.
Wow. Well, I am not seeing it, so okay.
Weird.
Yeah, I'm looking on D&D Beyond and in Bards, and I don't see it.
I don't know. It's one of my cantrips. That's all I know.
Let's see, just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I can pull it up in D&D Beyond.
Well, I click on Bard spells, and I do not see it anywhere.
We'll just look up Thunderclap under the search thing.
It's
All one word.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is.
And it's got a bard tag on it, so it's really weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a 2d6 and I rolled max damage, so.
Okay. So, 12 points?
Mm-hmm.
You see it falter in midair as it's coming down. And it begins to head toward you.
Of course it does, yeah.
But it basically careens past you and past your mount
Somebody cast
And-
Featherfall.
and plows into the road. Just
None of us
boom.
have Featherfall.
And it's just kind of laying there, wings twitching. It's not dead.
Put it
It's
out.
stunned. It's stunned.
Yeah.
Is it a Theranok?
Yes.
Okay.
And
you're-
Zorith, it's your turn.
I would like to dispatch it quickly, but yeah, actually. It's stunned.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to take my dagger and maybe dispatch it quickly, trying not
Okay.
to ruin the meat, etc. Yeah,
Cut its throat.
try to slit its throat. Yeah.
All right.
What
Make
do you
an
need
attack
me to do,
roll.
sir?
Make an attack roll.
Ooh, plus 22.
Oh yeah. Not difficult. You grab its head and just and lay its head down on the ground. And it just kind of softly expires.
Oh.
Can you keep it frozen so we can take it back?
How long is it going to take us to get there?
We have tomorrow, right?
2 days.
Um,
isn't it?
Yeah, you'll get there mid-afternoon tomorrow, barring any interruptions.
Is this a big Theranok or is it a small Theranok?
It's a fairly decent-sized Theranok.
I'm gonna take out like a cloak or something.
I was gonna grab a blanket. And
Yeah, a blanket, and just tie the back of one of the horses.
if you freeze it, we can wrap it up and put it on.
Oh
Starbolt.
yeah.
Yeah, because we've got saddlebags and stuff we can tie it to on the back to keep it on, but the weight won't
Yeah.
bother my horse.
Tasha, this is not what you pictured when you had Theranok.
Did I picture?
Well, not this. It looks like a cross between a pterodactyl and a turkey.
Okay.
Fair enough.
And I
Yep.
say, ugly bugger.
They are, and I do Ray of Frost too. Keep
Okay.
it chilled, and we wrap it up and put it on there.
All right. Well, you're able to travel, like I said, for about another hour before the sun begins to set. What would you like to do now?
Well, we'll travel and then make camp.
Okay.
Yep.
And we will set up the hut when we go to bed.
Yep.
It'll be a bit before we go to bed once we stop, but
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Oh yeah, still 2 Nerf football-sized eggs. All right then.
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
And we do the dinner and all the things.
Right. What order
I'll
do you
take-
want to do watches in?
I'll take first watch. It's just easiest.
Okay.
I would like to take last.
Yep.
All right. And that leaves Tasha to take the middle watch.
Sorry,
All
Tasha.
All right. Then I need a perception check from
17.
you, Zorith. Okay. It's been a little while since you've been back in this area and this climb. But the memory comes back fairly quickly, and the noises that you hear that at first you don't remember what they are, then it starts to settle in a little, and you realize that nothing untoward. You're just hearing the sounds of the grasslands at night.
Got it. When
4 hours pass
Mhm.
uneventfully.
And then I go wake up Tasha.
All right. Then Tasha, if you would give me a perception check, please.
25.
Same thing. You remember very well the sounds of this area at night, and you don't hear anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
And at the end of your watch, you awaken Aribelle.
Wake up, Aribelle.
And
Get a nap for a
Aribelle, if
couple-
you would make a perception check. Yep.
Ugh, 15.
15.
Not horrible.
For me, it's bad. It's worse than.
Not as
You
bad
ca-
as 6.
You can, if you wish, also have your mount make a perception check.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's special.
Since he is intelligent.
Ain't he just?
Mhm.
He's a smarty party pants.
He's in extras. He rolled a 17.
Ooh, not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Between the two of you, you feel fairly safe. Nothing menacing. Nothing terribly out of the ordinary.
No dragons.
No. No.
Whew. Good gracious, let's hope not.
Yeah, no kidding.
I feel fairly confident I would see a dragon, even with a 15.
Gosh, I hope so.
I have
Unless
dark
it was
vision.
unless it was a black dragon.
Yeah, I have dark vision. so-
Even with dark vision, it would be very difficult to see a black dragon against a black sky.
Yes. True. But-
True.
Sunrise
Sunset.
begins to appear in the eastern sky.
That was what went through my head, too.
It just happened. I'm sorry. We're fluent in Broadway. It's not our fault.
Right. And the world begins to wake up.
All right, we head back out on the road. Well, should we have some breakfast first? Or just
Yeah.
go rations?
Always breakfast.
Well,
Always breakfast.
all right. I mean, I'm not one to complain.
No, you
Sure,
aren't.
do something easy. But
Yeah. Little porridge.
All right.
Perfect.
all right.
Then you get back on the road.
Can you
Yes.
freeze the Theranok again?
I did once last night, and I will do it again.
Thank you.
I forgot to mention.
Just so it doesn't smell.
Yeah, what did you say? Like 3 times a day or twice a day?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Like 3 times a day.
Okay, then I would have.
About every 8 hours or so.
Yeah.
Freeze him again when we take our break. And
Yeah.
then we'll be home. It'll be so good to be home.
Yeah.
Tasha, are
It'd
you
be
gonna
nice to see Warbender.
stay at the barracks?
I don't know. Do I get a choice there, or do I just go stay at the barracks?
That would be up to the captain.
Okay, well, I'll go see Warbender and see what he says.
Right. The first thing that you'll need to do is check in with him.
Yeah.
You ride throughout the morning. The snow on the ground is getting a little deeper the closer to the ocean you get. And you notice that you don't see a lot of other tracks on the road.
Bandits.
Ooh.
Doesn't seem like there's much travel on this road at all recently.
There really isn't too much though. But right? Because it's just like traveling
To the Janos Wood, right? Is that the only thing on this road?
not storage, but
Right.
supplies and stuff.
Right.
Oh, right, yeah.
You continue onward, stopping for lunch.
Freezing the
air, right?
Freezing the bird.
The snow begins getting even deeper to the point where it's now a few inches deep on the road. And I need everybody to make a perception check.
19.
28.
Natty 19 plus 4, 23.
16 for the horse.
All right. Tasha, you're the first one. You begin to detect the tang of salt in the air,
Oh,
which usually indicates that you're getting near saltwater,
the ocean.
a body of salt water. But your nose also picks up smoke.
Do you guys smell smoke?
As you ride a little further, Zorith, you begin to notice it, and then Aribelle, you begin to notice it. It's the salt of the ocean, but there's also this residue of the scent of smoke. Wood smoke and other smoke.
Urge Starbolt to move faster.
Yeah, can we motion our horses to go fast?
Mm-hmm.
Faster.
Sure.
Ride all out. Yeah.
Move to a canter at least.
As fast as we can through the snow.
Yeah.
You start to see the edge of the city off in the distance, and as you get closer, you see that there is what almost looks to be a dark fog hanging over parts of the city.
Can I tell which part?
Not yet.
Okay.
But as you approach, you begin to see, let me go ahead and adjust the map here.
Oh no. Boo hiss.
Yeah. You begin to see that This fog is actually... It looks like smoke that's been partially trapped by the cloud cover.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not one large fog. It's several different smoke banks, almost. And they're at different parts of the city. But they all appear to be sort of on the far side of the city.
Like it came from the water?
Closest to the water, yeah. Ooh, we're coming in at, yeah, there.
Right there.
Well, we have the Theranok. We should stop by very quickly and do that, and then maybe get some information from him if we can.
Do we want to drop our horses off and go on foot or ride through the city?
That's entirely up to you.
I think we should ride.
There are hitching posts, right? Over different places.
Okay, then let's ride. It'll be faster. All right.
Yeah.
So we'll go through Merchant's Ward, drop down past the...
Oh, wait, aren't we going to drop off the Theranok first? And
is he in Lord's Ward or Merchant's Ward? I'm sorry.
No, he's like right here.
He's right here.
Oh, okay.
So when we're coming right in on that road.
This is the town, right here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought it was further. I didn't. That's right. It is in West Ward, which is where my house is. All right. I will slide off the horse, cut the straps, run inside. I don't even stop for anybody else and take the Theranok.
All right. So you walk in the front door and...
Carrying this big old Theranok.
Lauren?
Who's bellowing my name?
What time of day is it?
Aribelle. Thorin, quickly.
It's probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Okay.
Late. Oh.
We brought you a gift, but we didn't
What do you
notice.
want?
I brought you a gift.
You did?
Hand him the bundle.
And he walks out. He walks out through the door, cleaning his hands off on an apron, and stops and kind of looks at you. And you get the sense that he's kind of taking in all of you.
A frozen Theranok?
And this massive bundle on your shoulder.
And my cool new mithril armor.
Yeah, that has not escaped his notice.
We came across a Theranok on our way into town and thought maybe it could be a peace offering.
How did you come across it?
Well, it was flying in the sky and we shot it down.
Oh. And you're just going to give it to me then?
Yes, I'm just going to give it to you. Lady Zori froze it so that it wouldn't spoil. With magic. So.
Right. What do you want?
No, that's it. We just wanted to be able to hopefully come back in and eat here once in a while.
Information.
But then when we hear everything is smoky, what happened?
Where have you been?
Thunder's Edge?
Oh. You see him reorient real quick. Oh, right. Well, the dragons have been attacking.
Oh my gosh.
And, they've set lots of fires. And some of them we put out in time, some of them we didn't.
How much loss of life has there been?
I don't know. Some. Much more loss of property.
We're headed to Lord Bonethane's keep, so we'll help in any way we can.
I know that that 3 of the docks have burned. And some warehouses went up. Some houses have gone up. We almost lost one of the temples. And there was a fire that came very close to actually catching the Lord's Manor on fire. But they managed to get that one out in time.
Are all of your people safe?
Aye. Thank you for asking. Yeah.
Is there anything you need?
Faranok, but she saw to that. And, I'm appreciative.
We'll be around for a while, I think. So if there's anything you can think of, let us know.
Aye. I might do that.
Like, do the shoulder clasp thing.
He kind of looks up at you with this look of like, what the hell is happening here? And then kind of hesitantly returns it.
Oh yeah, I wasn't a paladin when we left, was I?
No, you were not.
A lot has happened.
That's right. I still, I was working on it, but I hadn't had my oath and all that.
Right. Right.
Well, I'm gonna get to the manor and then check on my parents.
All right. You're turning to leave, and you hear a voice say, "Lord Thorin, what are we going to do about the Lady Aribelle?"
I run over and give her a hug.
"Oh, you've come back. I'm very glad to see that you're okay, and I'm very glad that you're here. We're going to need all the help we can get."
Mirla,
Zorith
right?
and Tasha are with
Mirla.
me.
"Really? Oh, that's wonderful." And she looks at Thorin, and he just kind of goes, and she turns and runs out the front door.
We'll see you soon.
And so you two are sitting outside, and you hear this voice go, "Lady Zorith!" You turn and look, and here comes little Mirla running out. She stops, and she's like, "Welcome home."
Has she met Tasha?
No.
No, we were kicked out by then.
Right,
Yeah.
that's right. And I say, this is Captain.
Lieutenant.
This is Lieutenant Tasha, a friend of ours, a good compatriot.
Pleased to meet you, ma'am. Lieutenant.
Nice to meet you.
Mirla, I say.
Mirla. Nice to meet you.
I was just telling Lady Aribelle, I'm so glad that you're safe, and I'm also glad that you're back, because, quite frankly, we can use your help.
Yeah, I'm getting that idea.
You know how many dragons there were, Mirla?
Oh, no. I was under a table.
Good.
That's a
You
good
stay
idea.
safe. You stay
But
safe.
I'm told that so far they've seen 3 flights.
Oh my
And
gosh.
the flights were anywhere between 10 and 20 dragons.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot.
That's definitely more than we're going to be able to help with.
Well, I mean, yikes. Oh my goodness.
Your family's safe, Mirla?
Yeah. We're all safe. They've only been hitting, like, on the water. It's like they don't even really fly over the city at all. At least not that I've heard. I've heard that pretty much they're flying over the water, and that's all. But their breath, oh dear gods, their breath.
Multicolored? Did they say they were multicolored? Or only
Yes.
one color?
Oh no, all the 5 colors of death.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, hopefully we will see you soon, but we should get to the Lord's Manor
Yeah.
and see what we can do to help.
All right. Well, I can see that you solved our problem. We're running low on meat. Is
there anything else you need?
Everything. We've basically been tithing to the army. And it's kind of putting a crimp on on everybody really. But it's what you do. It's what you do in wartime, I'm told. So
we don't have much, but I'll grab the bags full of flour and oats and spices and stuff and start carrying them into Thorin.
I help.
Oh. You people are lifesavers. And in case Master Thorin doesn't say it, thank you.
I hand her 5 gold.
Oh, no, I'm fine. Don't worry about me, I'm fine.
Are you sure? I'm sure
Aye.
it's been...
I've still got enough to eat, still got a roof over me head, and my family is safe. I'm fine.
Okay. If you need anything, you know where I live.
I expect, now that you're back, I might be making a donut delivery or two there.
Well,
She
we're
kinda
allowed to
grins at
come in
Zorith.
now.
Right, but it was always lovely making the deliveries because it was a chance to get outside.
So open the door. Is Thorin still right there?
Yeah.
It's not much because we've been traveling, but there's some flour and spices and sugar and oats. If you need anything, you're welcome to it.
Well, what we can't use we'll donate to the army.
I've got stores at home for us, so this is... Like I said, it's not much, but a few pounds of things. And
What we pass along, I'll be sure to tell them where it came from.
that's not necessary. As long as somebody
All right.
can use it. Or if you don't need it here, as much as we'd love to help the army, I'm sure supplies are low everywhere else. If your employees can use it at home.
I see to it that they have enough to eat and that their families are taken care of. I mean, they are my employees.
You've all been good to us.
Well, thank you for this. Come on, Mirla, help me carry it in.
When we go home later, I'll grab some stuff and take it to Megan.
Okay.
But it'll be a while before we get there, so.
All right.
So we're gonna go see your parents next, and then we should go see Warbender.
We should go to the manor. Warbender may be there.
Okay. Well, let's do that.
Yeah.
I can find out at the manor if my parents are okay.
All right.
All right. So you head into town. You ride through West Ward. You ride through Merchant's Ward. Just about the time you enter Lord's Ward, somebody comes running out from between a couple buildings, grabs the rein of your horse, and starts pulling it into the gap between the buildings.
Do I recognize this person?
Everybody make a history check.
23.
Oh, good.
My dice, except for a couple crappy rolls, are doing good tonight.
8.
I just jinxed.
Woo.
History. I got a 16.
Okay. Zorith, you have no. You're looking at the face and you're like, nothing. Tasha, vaguely ringing a bell. Aribelle, you immediately see. It's the young man who was trying to lead you to Viessa way back when.
Garen, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Aaron, you're not trying to steal our horse, are you?
No, I'm trying to get you off the road. All of you, quick!
Okay.
Boy, are you stupid.
We just got back.
And you haven't gotten any smarter as you've been gone, apparently. You're just gonna ride back into town like nothing's ever happened?
What?
Well,
we don't
didn't
know what's happened.
Until we got to town that dragons had been here. So.
No. What's going on besides dragons?
We've been gone for months.
A month, maybe.
Ah. Why did Viessa want to see you in the first place?
Oh, so we're not part of the army.
Because they were getting ready to draft you. They were getting ready to draft you before the dragons actually attacked.
Well,
What do you think they're going to do now?
Tasha's already in the army.
Yes, but you're not.
No, but we've already had conversations with them about that.
Yeah, I mean,
With
is
who?
that the only reason you're pulling us aside? Because we
I
actually
talked
have to get to
To
Bone
the
Things
Seneschal,
Manor.
Lord Seneschal, before we left town about that.
And that was before the dragons attacked.
Okay.
They've
But
tried
there's
to
dragons
enlist.
attacking. We need to get to town. There's way more going on than you know about.
They've tried to recruit me. That's how
You
desperate they're getting.
Well, we have to see them. We have important information that's more important than the dragons.
Then send it via messenger. If you walk in there, you're probably not walking out without a uniform.
Okay. So, how about this? I will go. I will give the message. I will report to Warbender. And then I will send you a message and find you later. You guys stay with the kid.
Mhm.
And I leave.
Well, as you're saying this, you see Garen immediately. You see him go. Yes, I have them. They're with me now. I'll tell them.
Now, what does Viessa want?
Well, she wanted to make sure that I found you. We heard somebody saw you riding in, but we haven't been able to catch up with you until just now. But she wanted me to tell you, and he looks at Aribelle, that there's somebody watching your house.
You can't go back to the house. You have to stay with the kid.
Watching my house for what?
They're waiting for you so they can conscript you, duh.
I'm already conscripted.
There's somebody
Not
watching your
really.
house, and it's not us.
Right. Is it?
It could be dangerous.
I don't know. She didn't say. She just said, tell Aribelle someone is watching her house.
It could be the Jagravanans.
Vanans. Right. Yeah, we have got to talk to. I mean, this isn't even about the dragons. I mean, that's.
I understand that, but I can go do that without you coming.
Okay.
If you stay with the kid and go back to see Viessa, you
I
will
feel
be
safer getting conscripted into the army than talking to Viessa. So.
Viessa means you no harm. In fact, she's done everything she can to
All right.
keep
We
you.
don't have time to argue about Viessa. We have like 6 things we have got to do.
Fine. Tell me all the things that I need to say.
Oof. Well.
I don't suppose any of you can disguise yourselves.
Yeah, of course I can.
Well, you don't have to worry about it.
Zorith can.
Talking about the civilians.
No, I have a disguise kit. I can make us both look different.
Let's do that. You work on you and I'll work on Aribelle.
Right.
It'll be quicker.
I have got to go into Lord's Ward at some point. It doesn't matter.
If we disguise you, it will be easier.
Is Lord's Word where your parents are?
Yes. I can't get in to see them if I don't look like me.
Well, when we get there, you can take off your disguise.
Why don't
And
you find
she'll-
out where Warbender is? Because you told him already we were on our way. So just send him a message and find out where he's at.
So
Okay.
we'll stay in this
Right, we're all
alleyway?
staying in the alley for now.
Okay. I send a message to Warbender.
Yeah, you are currently
Warbender.
right here.
I have zero worry about this whole conscription thing. We'll just desert. I'm not worried.
I'm not worried either, but
I mean, if we get conscripted, we'll get conscripted with Warbender and we'll go with you. I mean, it's not like...
yeah, it's not like we're not doing things for them anyway.
Right.
Warbender. It's me. We've returned.
Where are you located?
Where are you located? You can respond.
Tasha. Good you're back. Don't come in. I'll meet you at your favorite tavern. 1 hour.
Okay. Let's go to the tavern.
Jojo's, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Then why didn't he say yesterday not to come when you told him we were coming?
I think things have changed since we talked to him.
Yesterday?
Yes. Well, when there are that many dragons, things change quickly.
Garen,
It doesn't sound like they all just showed up today.
when did the dragons come? Was it over a long period of time, or was it just overnight, or what?
The last attack happened yesterday morning.
But that was the last one. When did it start?
Month and a half? Month? 4 to 6
wow.
weeks. Somewhere.
Well, he did say things had gotten bad.
I don't think, have we really been gone that long? I don't think we have.
We've been gone for a while.
You've been gone for about 6 weeks.
Oh, it was right after we left.
Oh, I thought you said 6 months. I was like,
No, weeks.
6 weeks to a month. Sorry, thank you. Misunderstood that. So I say well then we should take some time and do some disguising for now.
Do you know if Jojo's back in town? I say to the guy.
Oh, no. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not old enough to drink.
Are you hungry though?
No. For fuck's
Right.
sake, stop
That's why I
trying to
started
feed me. I'm fine.
Just checking.
You're on your own. I've done
Sorry.
my job.
Zori, is
And
that
he
ever
just
what you
turns
wanna
around
say
and
to
wanders
Aron?
off.
What'd you say, Pam?
Aribelle, as she stops laughing, asks Zori, do you ever want to say that to Aron? I have
No.
enough food. I'm fine.
No, but Garen, he deserves it.
Yeah, he's a little shit.
So we should get down and do some disguising, even while we're just kind of staying here. The three of us should all be disguised for now.
Right. I mean, to some extent, I mean, I'm not wearing anything similar to what I wore when we left. So, you know what I mean?
Right.
She does look different. Just
Who, me?
carrying me know how I'm carrying myself.
Oh, yeah.
And heck, if
That's
Tasha
true.
just needs to put her uniform on.
I don't know though. I mean, I guess.
I will put on my uniform
Right.
and get super respectable.
Right. And if we're going with somebody in the army, there's less reason to pay attention to us.
That's true.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, you know, I can pull my hair back and up so it looks shorter. Cover my head.
Yeah.
But
Can you change the appearance of your horse?
I've never had this horse here.
True. I just know that it's probably fancy. So
It is a white war horse, but no one's ever seen it.
okay.
Okay. You should change your appearance though. Like
I will.
put on your
But-
wizard robes and
I will.
But if they saw us coming, you know, if somebody saw us coming in on the horses, then we should ditch all the horses.
yeah, we should.
I think it's somewhere down in here, right? The horse stables.
The
Yeah,
livery,
but
yes.
we're way up in. But we're
Yeah,
already
you're-
up here
you-
somewhere.
Well, you're up here.
Right.
We haven't
So-
made it in.
We can tie up the horses you guys have. They're just nondescript horses, and I can dispel Starbolt because he's noticeable.
Yeah.
So I
Should
will
we-
give him.
Should we do it on the other side of the?
I think we should maybe walk across
Walk across Port
the bridge. I think if we're seen going over there, they'll know where we're going.
Okay.
I'm sure I can be sneaky. I mean, I'm so good at it. Why doesn't Tasha just cast invisibility on me?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because you can disguise yourself and she's in the... Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well,
so,
here's the thing. If you cast it at... Oh, that's right. It's off the loot. Never mind.
Yeah.
Every time we
I
try
was
to
like,
do it,
nope,
it's like,
we
oh,
went
what
through
about...
this. We went through this already.
You did.
I remember.
No.
Hold that thought. I'll be right back.
So I will pat Starbolt, tell him that I will call him when I need him, but I want him to be safe.
As you wish.
I'll see you soon. And he explodes into glitter. That's the best
About
spell
as
ever.
nondescript as you can make it, right?
Fortunately, it's the kind of glitter that doesn't actually last.
Yes.
It's
just floating
illusory
sparkles.
glitter.
Sparkles, yes. He's
Just
the
like
best horse.
Just like staking Edward Cullen, you know? Explodes in a puff of sparkles.
It's the best horse. Always there when you need him. You don't have to worry about.
All right. So, Zorith, you are disguising
Yeah.
yourself.
And I have a question.
Then go ahead and you're doing this with your disguise kit, right?
Yes.
Then make a deception check.
I actually think I have it as a...
Real
Oh, I don't have it as proficiency.
Oh, okay. If you do, then you can roll that.
I think I don't freaking know. Where's it at?
Yeah.
Under D
Under D?
for deception.
Where on the sheet are the kit proficiencies?
That's what I was asking. It's armor, weapons, tools, languages. It says proficiencies and languages. So if I have a tool disguise kit, because of my urchin background, that should
If it's under tools, then it's proficient.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But if you're already proficient in deception, I don't know that you roll it. You don't get your proficiency bonus twice, right?
Right.
Oh, I see. So it's just the 7.
Yeah,
Right?
so it's D20 plus your deception.
Okay. Good time to get a 16. 23.
Nice.
Okay.
Something high-ish.
And Tasha, you are disguising Aribelle?
Yeah.
All right, make a
She's-
deception check.
No, she's making me invisible.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
I'm just gonna make her
That's right.
invisible.
Okay.
It's much easier than me rolling stealth or anything.
You're gonna have to.
Well, I don't have disadvantage anymore. It shouldn't be hard to. You guys are walking, so footsteps will be fine.
Right.
I'm in the mithril now. It's a lot quieter.
It's true.
Yes, it's true.
Okay. And I'm just gonna put on my uniform and make myself look more military,
All right.
Jeff, real quick,
which isn't really a disguise. It's just
or maybe not real quick. I'm just trying to figure out where her parents might live. I'm gonna guess on the water, given her father's business, but I don't know if it would be on this side or up here somewhere.
That's a good question. I don't know if I.
Sorry, I mean, we don't have to really worry about it so much, but I was just trying to figure out from dragon perspective how worried she is. I mean, pretty worried because they're on the water, but.
Actually, I'm gonna say that they're right here
Okay.
because they would have their own dock
Okay.
for the
So
business.
this one with the dock. Okay.
So that's
Super fancy.
that's their warehouse. This is their house.
Okay.
Got it.
So we're gonna kind of go by there.
A little bit.
I might be able to peek at least through the houses and see if their house was on fire at some point in the last 6 weeks.
Yeah, if you take a detour just a little bit left along the shoreline when you get right to the edge of the bridge, you'll be able to see.
Mhm. Okay. Since we're not meeting, what's his name, for an hour, we should have time to do that.
Right. So you finish up your disguises.
When we get to JoJo's, we're gonna have to take just a table.
But Synchron's gonna come to our table.
That's fine. He can come, but we should not sit at our table.
Well, we could ask Jelia if we could use if JoJo's not back, then let's ask Jelia if we can use JoJo's office.
Oh yeah, that'd work.
Or we'll because he doesn't have rooms. It's just a tavern, right? Yeah. She might let us do that.
Good. Okay.
All right.
We
Plan
go
of
up.
action.
I tell you guys that when we get to the bridge, I want to go west.
Yeah.
Along the shore and just make sure their house is okay before we cross.
Sounds good.
All right. So you get to the edge of the bridge and you leave the road, walk around the building, and make a perception check.
23.
The outside of your parents' house looks dirtier than you remember it, but you're figuring that might actually be soot.
Okay, from the
Probably.
air.
But the structures look unharmed, both the warehouse and your home, your parents' house.
Okay.
They look fine.
You guys hear her let out a sigh of relief.
Good.
If anything ever happens to me
Go there.
and you need help, go there.
Okay.
Or just we get separated and you need help ever. They will help you.
Okay. All right. Well, let's head to JoJo's.
All right.
And not sit at our table.
You return to the road, get ready to cross the bridge, and there's a pair of Aecathan military soldiers standing on either side of the bridge, just kind of watching as people walk by. The one on the right, just kind of looking around. The one on the left is looking a little bit more closely, looks at, sees Tasha and immediately goes.
Yeah, keep going.
All right.
I just follow her.
Yep.
And our little invisible friend follows.
Yes.
You
I'm following
hope.
close to Sori.
I hope so.
You make your way across the bridge and into Port Ward, where you turn to go to the Shouting Pirate, where there used to be a warehouse on that corner. There is now a crater.
Ooh.
Parts of the road are gone. And there's just a very acrid smell.
Did we tie our horses somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, while you were gone, I dispelled my horse because he's so noticeable, and we left
We
y'all.
just left.
You dispelled him?
Because he's magical, I can dismiss and call him whenever I want.
Okay.
He's like a functional familiar.
Yep. And if he ever dies, then I just cast the spell and he comes back.
Wow.
Right. I told you he was fancy.
He's
That
magical.
is
Yep.
damn fancy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always the same animal as long as I want it to be.
Wow.
Zorith, if you would, make an Arcana check.
Natty 17, Arcana 22.
There was acid involved in this demolition.
Mm-hmm.
You can identify the particular acrid smell.
I do have a question. I know that there are certain places on fire and etc.
There's nothing on fire at the moment.
Okay, well,
Everything's been extinguished, but there are places where smoke is still rising.
correct. Now, are there places that we've walked by that had been attacked previously? So, like, this damage is just from yesterday, right?
Right. This is very
And
fresh.
so-
This is also the first one you've walked by. It's the first site of destruction that you have passed by,
Okay.
because the rest of them are all further east.
Right, but my question was, all of the damage that was done has been recent, but they've been attacking for a while?
Well,
Does
not
that-
all of the damage is recent.
Okay. Okay.
This one is.
Okay, and I'll point that out and say, I think acid was the cause of this.
And there's not enough information about dragons in the world for us to know what color that means or anything.
Right.
Other than we think red dragons are probably fire.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And white
Yeah.
are cold.
Pretty much, dragons were things you read about in the history books until about, a couple years ago when the Four died. When the Mighty Four died.
Now,
The Heroes Four.
right, but didn't JoJo tell us about we know about the Band of Four.
Yeah.
Right.
And that one was a crater of acid, right?
Yes.
Do we know that it was what color dragon it was?
No.
Okay.
Because the Band of Four just never showed up with the caravan that they were traveling with, and that was what they found. That was, the only thing of note on that route that they found.
The crater of acid, but nobody around to tell them what color dragon it was.
Correct.
We should ask Synchron.
Well, the other thing is we would have told the keep that we went to, I think that the Band of Four would have told that keep up there what they had encountered with the dragon, baby dragon. So maybe we don't know, but they might know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we get to JoJo's.
You get to JoJo's, and the smell of smoke is a little stronger here, but it's also faded. Like it's older. And you see that the warehouse that used to stand between the Shouting Pirate and the shoreline is just a charcoal frame.
Hmm. I just walk in. I hold the door for Tasha and a couple seconds. Just kind of stretch, hold the door.
All right.
Waiting for Lady Aribelle to come in. Hopefully she will tap me as she comes in.
Yeah, I'll put my hand on your shoulder so you know where I'm at.
Man, I shut the door.
And
I
you
grab
hear a
a
voice.
table in the back.
Well, hold on. You close the door, and you hear a voice say, "Sorry, we're closed. Private meeting. Sorry."
We're the private meeting.
Is Jalea?
I can Jellia. I can cast off the invisibility when I want to, right? Because it's at my will that
I believe so.
allowed it to happen. Okay.
Is there
Right.
anybody in here?
No.
Okay. I become visible. And I
And she
give
goes,
is it Jellia?
Aribelle.
I give her a hug.
Oh, and she's already moving to hug you.
And Zori too, I'm sure.
Yep.
No, I don't.
Oh,
look
she
like
doesn't
me.
recognize Zori, that's right.
She's like, "I'm so glad you're here. When they said to close the bar that there were people coming, I don't know, I hoped it was you. But you've been gone so long, and so much has happened."
So sorry we weren't here.
No, I don't know that there's anything you could have done. I mean, well, you could have helped us put out the warehouse, but we managed.
Is Jojo still gone?
Yeah.
Where did he go?
He went to Killcross.
Why?
He said he was bartering some kind of deal, something to expand the business.
We had messaged him and he told us he wasn't here. That's the only reason we know.
Oh,
Or he was getting ready to leave.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, it's been just me and Rhea for a couple weeks.
Is there anything you need?
A night off.
Well,
And after the meeting is over, whatever this meeting is going to be, if you see, well, where's everybody else? Where's Zorith? Where's Aermagh? Who's this?
this is Ori.
In disguise.
She looks and looks and looks and finally goes, wow.
I pull up my
You
sleeve.
look so different.
I pull up my sleeve to show her my tattoo.
You didn't even need to do that. Once she knows it's you, she knows exactly what to look for, and she finally sees it, and she just wraps you in a big hug.
And this is our friend Tasha. I think she'd been in a couple times with us before we left.
I think so, yeah. Yeah. Welcome
Aaron's
back.
off doing a assignment. We don't even know where he's at.
For Viessa, Jojo told me.
Glad Jojo knows.
So hopefully we'll get an update from BS so that he's safe. I think we would have heard if something had happened.
Yeah.
Julia kind of looks around like,
We're
she's
synchron.
double checking that nobody else is here, and she's like, I think there's something going on between Jojo and Viessa, but you didn't hear that from me, and I have no proof.
Really? But she's so Viessa.
Yeah, and he's so Jojo. They're both theatrical. It makes kind of sense if you think about it.
I go behind the bar and get some cream and walk over to our table.
No, not our table.
Well, there's nobody here.
The bar's closed.
We don't know that. We don't know that there's no one here.
I just became invisible and she said, Aribelle, I think we're good.
All right. Okay.
I take
over.
some cream over to our table. Is our friend there?
No.
We're synchron.
I don't know.
Oh no.
He went out on walkabout a couple days after you all left, and we haven't seen him since.
Oh my god.
He'll know we're back. He'll be back.
I hope so.
I listen scratching at the door.
Hmm?
I listen for scratching at the door.
No.
I offer
Make a perception check.
I offer to help her get us some munchies, maybe.
Natural 20 for 26. If he's there, I'll hear him, but
You don't hear a thing. And Julia says, I was going to wait until after the meeting, but Jojo's a good boss, but he doesn't think about the fact that not everybody knows the same things that he knows. How in the hell do you make a brandy sandwich?
we can help.
Oh no.
How much
He never
time
told
do we
me.
have? How much
He
time
never-
do we have?
I don't know. I is this it?
We're just waiting for
We're
somebody.
missing one person.
He
Yeah,
said an
how long
hour.
has it been since we
Tasha
were...
knows how long it's been exactly.
It's been about half
Yeah.
an hour.
Okay, we have half an hour.
Okay. Come on.
Go ahead.
I go in the kitchen.
I sit down.
All right.
I go to help in the kitchen.
It's griddle
Okay.
cakes, right?
Yes.
I sit down.
I start mixing the batter and telling her what goes in it so she can write it down.
And she is, because she's like, this is the part I didn't know how to do, and I tried to figure it out, and let's not talk about it. I didn't.
Let's not talk about it.
I'm getting
Oh,
drinks and stuff. I'm just helping ourselves to a couple meals, and I start making the tea. Take an ale over to Tasha, set one down for me.
And then I know if he puts something in it because we've eaten them enough to know if there's cinnamon or something. I mean,
Yeah.
however, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess at the measurements, but it'll be close enough that
Well, make a performance check.
Yeah, girl.
Mm. 25.
25. So you mix it up and you put them on the stovetop, and flip them over and serve the first one onto a plate, and Julia like picks up the plate and sniffs it and goes, "Well, it smells right." Breaks off a little piece and blows on it and tries it. And that's it. That's it. Oh, I'm so glad you came back.
Synchron's here.
No.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. He said you weren't. Oh.
It's rude.
Disasperate.
I know he's your favorite character. He left. He just like, Synchron's not here. I'm out.
Right?
Don't tell Jojo I cracked his recipe, though. Just pretend like you knew how to make them.
Okay.
Unless you want to give him crap about not making sure you knew what you needed.
Your call.
We'll see. Depends on what he brings me.
So I'll make up a couple more and grab the ham or whatever it is that's on it and make a brandy sandwich for Zori.
Okay.
Well, in front.
All right.
Yeah. Zori, do you want to test this?
I poke my head in. Absolutely.
I
I mean, is that even a question?
Right?
didn't think so.
So I take a big bite. Is it right?
Yeah.
Yep. Thumbs up while I'm snarfing.
Meanwhile, out at the table, Tasha, you're just sitting there and
Kind of enjoying it.
you take a drink and kind of rest your head for a minute and pick your head back up, and your captain is sitting across from you.
Well, hello.
Really? You were just going to walk back into town?
Didn't tell us not to.
You didn't tell us not to.
Well, the last time we spoke, it wasn't as big an issue. It is now.
Well, what's going on?
The Lord Mayor has decided that it is time to more aggressively recruit.
Oh. Well, that would have been good information before we got here.
Well, it happened. The proclamation was issued yesterday afternoon
Oy.
after the latest attack.
Ah. Well, what are your orders, sir?
I come around the thing, hopefully, with some drinks, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll follow her with a plate of sandwiches.
Ah,
And say,
good.
Warbender, we have so much to talk about.
We have a lot to
Yes.
tell you.
I think the first thing that we need to do is debrief all of you. So, sit. Tell me what you need to tell me.
Is it raining?
We tell him everything.
Okay.
All the stuff we did in Thunder's Edge,
The
How that-
Jagervanans.
the Joggervanans, what happened in Romani Keep.
The fact that
Well, we
the
might leave out the part
Jagervanans-
about Tasha's backstory, but
Yeah,
Um,
well, we won't say that.
do you include the stuff about the Everwood Crypt?
Yes.
no.
Yes.
No.
No.
I have to tell him.
Well, you don't tell him all the details, right? That,
Well, no, not all the details, but
I think
that,
it would be something, that we,
you know,
look for
we,
underground ancient structure in the Everwood.
yeah.
No.
the
Do
tower,
you tell
you
him about the information that Obrus gave you at the tower?
No.
Okay.
Oh, about the dragons?
Yes.
Oh, yes. That I tell him.
You see him. He's listening. He closes his eyes periodically to really concentrate on what you're saying. When you tell him the stuff about Coinmaster Allerton,
Mm-hmm.
he gets
Which we
very
sent him a
serious.
message about, right?
Right. But
And
you
I
just
do
said,
suggest-
watch him.
Yeah, I do suggest that at a certain point, you take him, jail him potentially, and put someone who can disguise self in his place, because she won't know when she comes in.
Yeah, that's not going to work.
Well, then you'll have to keep somebody in there with him.
What we'll need to do, no, he's still there, but what we'll need to do is send someone in that he doesn't know or doesn't recognize and have them give him that passphrase. If we can get him to incriminate himself in front of a reliable witness, then we can jail him. But right now, it's all hearsay.
Yeah. Right.
That's what we
Whatever you got to make it happen.
And then arrest his.
But he has been working with the Jagravanians.
As you say.
I think he was trying...
I'm going to need to hear it from his lips.
I think he was trying to get us killed when he sent us out there on our trip.
Well, I don't know that he would care. He wasn't trying to get us killed. He didn't know who had to send somebody. He just figured we would get killed.
Right.
And he didn't care.
No.
Right.
Why would he?
Right.
I'm trying to remember back. Was he surprised when we came in?
A little.
Yes, no, maybe so.
But we didn't tell him much about what we found, I don't think. Like, we didn't tell him about the man.
No, we didn't really tell him anything. I didn't remember if he was surprised to see us after we came back.
She's asking the GM.
I am asking the GM.
Oh, because Tasha answered you already.
She said yes.
Oh.
A little.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a little surprised. But he's floofy, so, you know.
I forgot to tell Mike about that today. That should wake him up. He hates that guy.
That's hilarious.
Airman was right all along.
And good dragons?
Yes.
I'm not sure I believe there is such a thing.
Well, there's still research to be done, but
there might not be good dragons anymore, but I think there were at some point.
Well, the dragonkin of different colors come from someone. And as of now, you've not seen any of the metallic colors be bad. So with inference,
well, yeah,
potentially
but
there's a chance.
The kin don't seem to follow the color.
No.
I've seen some really nice red dragonkin and seen some absolute bastard gold dragonkin. I don't think the color matters as much.
No, but the gold dragon
half-breeds
from somewhere, which would make you think gold dragons.
No.
And
I don't know.
So, what was the proclamation that everybody who's able is conscripted, or?
Pretty much.
So,
but
what are your orders?
Ready?
No, we are
but
not.
You know what I mean? Like, can't he be made to see we're doing more good and where we're at? All of the information we found.
Oh, that's so naive of you.
It's actually
doesn't
not
care so much about that right now as he does finding a way to actually fight back effectively against the dragon flights.
He's scared to death.
Well,
and professional adventurers are at a premium.
Basically, cannon fodder.
Fortunately, we're members of the Reciliad now, and so we can't be conscripted.
Oh, that's not a thing.
Oh, really?
Well,
we're not members of the Reciliad.
We have to report when he asks us to. Remember, that was part of the deal.
Well, okay.
Does that help? Will that get us out of being conscripted into the army?
We are favored with the Reciliad and have a bit of a responsibility.
Hand him the letter from Lord Tumaine.
Yep.
He reads it and says, that might work. Would depend on what Lord Tremaine said when he was contacted. If he declares you to be some sort of diplomatic envoy, then you have immunity.
Right. That's a big if.
If we're here and the dragons attack, we're going to help.
Yeah, it's not a matter of that. It's a matter of control. A weapon in your hand is better than a weapon at someone else's side.
There's so many things going on. So how do we make sure he gets... Will you give him the information then, if we're not allowed to talk to him?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just say it came in from my network. He's used to that.
But wait a
He
minute.
knows better than to ask questions about who.
If you're getting the information from your network, and it clearly points out that we are important, then it's clearly not going to be important.
But I will pass along the information without mentioning anything that identifies the source. Tasha knows how this goes.
Captain, do you still control where your soldiers go? Like Tasha?
I control where my officers go. So yes. I don't have any soldiers under my command at this point. They've all been reassigned.
Just be a soldier.
Can we just be your officers then? And you tell us where to go?
I'm afraid I lack the authority to assign you if you were to be conscripted. I could put in a request, but there is absolutely no certainty that request would be honored.
So we have to leave town instead of helping because they'll draft us?
Yeah.
What use is that?
Welcome to war.
It allows us to go do good where we can.
But we need to be here because what's her name's on her way here.
What's her name? Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
The Jagravanans are on their way here.
Don't
Yeah,
we need,
but,
right,
I mean,
we
like,
be here?
there's too many things to be going on for us to be conscripted, period.
Here's the thing. The thing is that the Lord Mayor isn't going to care about the Jagravanans. Not when he has no proof of it, and not when he has lots of proof of drones. He's scared to death.
Well, yes, he should have proof soon because as soon as the captain can verify that Allerton is the not so nice person that we all suspected that he was, he'll have some proof that he's working with the Jagravanans and that they're on their way here.
That might take days.
Right.
No, gold can buy a lot of freedom can be taken care of tomorrow.
But where are we going if we don't stay here to stop the Jagravanans? Or
What
to
are
fight
your
the
orders?
dragons? This is where we need to be.
What are your orders, sir?
Hell if I know. Sorry. Oh gosh.
Let's just say that if I were to find you once again and meet with you, my orders would be immediately to come in and join the war effort. But it's a shame I haven't seen you.
All right, then.
Are you the ones that are staking out her house? Are the things, words situation.
PS's people said someone's watching my house.
Yes.
It's not them.
It's not me. It's not Army intelligence.
I think it's the Jagravanans.
How would they know where
They
she
know
lives?
where I live.
It's not a secret.
They don't. I mean,
Fairly well known in this area.
but I don't know that we.
You
Did we
are
talk?
a noblewoman. You are a known commodity in town.
But you don't think it's somebody in Aermagh waiting for
I
us to
don't
come
know.
back.
You know what's
But I'll
funny
find
to
out.
me is how someone watching our house and yet they've not been conscripted. I go back behind the bar and just pour another drink.
Well, maybe they have. Just because it's not one of mine doesn't mean it's not part of the army.
That's true.
Or from the Lord Seneschal.
Yeah. I'll
I
find
guess-
out, though.
Then we just
It might be my parents hired somebody because they don't know where I am.
That could be too.
I
I
didn't
guess
exactly.
then we'll just sleep on the floor in JoJo's.
No, you will not. Jojo's gone. You can sleep in his apartment upstairs.
Oh. Well, that's a good idea.
I guess we'll just sleep in the apartment upstairs then.
He would kick my butt when he got back if he found out that I didn't offer that to you. And you know that too.
We're
Warbender
sorry. We're sorry.
or Captain.
Warbender's fine. You don't
Is he
serve under me.
Is he conscripting my father? Do you know?
No, your parents are far too old. Plus, they're nobility.
They're not that old. Plus, my mother's an
And-
elf. So.
And isn't she nobility? Theoretically?
Well,
Right.
yes, but officially she's turned her back on that nobility because she's chosen the life of a wandering adventurer. So she's not considered the same strata as those who remained and are part of the noble community.
So if I quit being a paladin and go live in my parents' house, they won't touch me. Is that?
It's too late.
I think it might be.
I mean,
too
I'm
late for
not
that.
doing that. Well,
I get that
I'll have
this
to
is
pray
really
because I'm going to do
frustrating.
whatever Torora tells me to do.
Oh my word.
You would have to do what Dressfiend told you to do. If Torora in my dream tonight gives me a vision that I'm supposed to join the army, that is what I will do tomorrow. I mean, I don't have a choice in the matter.
Dressbeing doesn't really give me visions per se. She and I have an understanding.
Well,
I do good and she lets me do it.
I'm bound to where I'm supposed to be. So I will pray and see if I can get guidance on what that is.
All right. That's fair.
We have a lot of things pulling us in multiple directions. We don't seem to know what we should be doing.
I think that if we stay here for a couple of days, that the Jagravanans might show up and Coinmaster might show his hand. Yes, incriminate himself.
Fair.
I think it needs to be done beforehand. I think someone from the war effort or someone from Warbender's discretion needs to go in and catch him on the sly before the Jagravanans show.
I agree. Thank you for volunteering.
He already knows me, but I'm glad to do it.
You said it needed to be an independent account, right?
Yes.
He met you the one time. If you're disguised, he won't know who you are.
But we'll be happy to capture him.
He also does know who I am because I gave him a lot of grief.
Not if you're disguised.
But
then she's still the witness. Then
right,
it's not any
still
different than what
hearsay
we've
if I
told them
do
already.
it. If still hearsay if I do it.
Not if it's in front of somebody else who is considered credible.
Like you.
Like me?
Well, she's already heard it. Okay, I go back
She's
behind
heard
the
it.
bar and I start.
She's heard it third hand. It needs to be heard firsthand. Once it's from his lips, then it's evidence.
So that we can be sure they weren't setting him up for some reason.
Correct.
Because that's what he would claim.
If it's us, that's absolutely what he could claim. They don't like me, blah, blah, blah. If it's
All right.
someone...
Fine, then let me know when you're planning on doing this, and I'll go in invisible as well.
That's fine. I don't mind that, as long as there's someone here who can make sure that...
So we should do it tomorrow when Tasha can make me invisible again. And that way the captain and I will be back up, and as soon as he runs his mouth, then we'll arrest him. Right?
Fair enough.
Okay.
I'll see about requisitioning a couple things that'll help.
Okay.
We'll send you a message tomorrow when we're ready.
Sounds good. If I haven't heard from you by noon, I'll just come here.
That sounds
Julia,
good too.
I'm sorry, but you're going to have to remain closed. That's fine. I actually said I could use a night off.
You did?
I'm going to enjoy this one then. And just say that maybe the warehouse fire got a little bit too close and we have to have some repairs done before we can reopen.
There you go.
All right. Well, rest well. And let's see if we can catch a spy tomorrow. And a traitor.
What did Jelia say the other girl's name was?
Rhea.
Rhea.
It's R-E-J-A, but it's pronounced Rhea.
I'll walk over and give her 4 gold pieces for you and Rhea for the lost wages. Tips.
Huh. You do not have to do that. Believe me, Jojo left us more than enough, but I can't say Yeah, it would be impolite of me to turn it down without consulting Rhea first, so thank you.
Thank you for the place to stay. We appreciate the safe harbor.
Oh, of course. Of course.
And we won't do any snooping through Jojo's things.
Well, she won't.
I won't.
I won't either.
He doesn't have much, actually. I mean, I've heard.
We should just have a girls' night with you and Rhea tonight.
That would be fun.
I hope Synchron comes back.
Me too. Feel bad for the old cat.
I do too. Every now and then I wonder where he could be, and I hope he's okay. He was gone before the dragons attacked, but since then I still haven't seen him, and some nights I worry a lot.
We should ask. He probably would have mentioned it. We should check with, what's his name?
Tell me, who are you looking for?
Jojo's nephew.
Oh, I got it. Oh, I got it. Kieran.
Kieran, yeah. We should check with Kieran and see if a cat's shown up at our stables at all.
But we can't go to your house.
Well, if Kieran comes in, you should ask if he's noticed a kitty cat or a cat at our stables at all.
I haven't seen Kieran in weeks.
They better not conscript Kieran.
He's not old enough, is he? Kieran? He's not old
grown.
enough.
He's grown.
They've conscripted younger.
They're desperate and scared. They will pretty much conscript anything they can think of at this point.
Are you headed home, Jillia?
I think so.
Where do you live?
Oh, in Westward.
Is it possible for you to do me a favor?
Sure.
Do you know Fiona and Aribelle knows his name. Her neighbors, she says their names. It's Fiona and something. I ask her if she knows them.
I can't say that I recognize those names, no.
I tell her where they live.
Okay.
Would it be possible for you to drop something off to them for me?
Sure. I could definitely do that. That's not too far out of my way. So, absolutely.
I pull out 2 pouches and I put, gosh, how much do I pay them? Kieran, how much do we pay Kieran to do the... got it here. I want to give him the money to pay Kieran and to pay them since we can't go to my house.
I also want to say, I wish I had thought of it, but what I would have told Oberys about the greasy birds and the blights at some point when we were talking.
Okay.
Oh, there's Kieran.
Yeah.
Was it a gold piece a week, maybe? Yo, 2 gold per week.
I don't have that.
Yeah, I have it written down right here. Okay, so
That's
2
one of
gold
those
per
guys.
week. So I'm gonna put 20 gold in a pouch and write a little slip with his name on it and tie it around it, and then put that inside of a bigger pouch. So that's 10 with 50 gold, and a note to Fiona and I can't remember his name.
That one dude.
It's in the atlas, I think, but there it is. Rathar.
Okay.
Because I think I pay them 5 a week. And just a note that we can't get back right now. Hope everything is okay. Help themselves to anything in this, pantry that they may need. I know things are tight.
Okay.
And if they need anything, to go to my parents. So I give her the pouch with 50, and there's a little pouch inside with 20.
Okay.
So that'll cover 10 weeks worth of stuff. Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And she goes back behind the bar and reaches under the bar and pulls out a small key ring and says, "Here," and hands them to you, Aribelle. "If you need to go out."
We should be here till the morning, but we'll clean up whatever we use.
That would be very nice. Thank you. All right. Well, I'm also going to stop by Rhea's and tell her not to come in.
What time do you come in the morning?
I'm normally here about 6.
Okay.
But if we're still going to be closed, probably not 6.
I don't think you'll have to be closed tomorrow. We'll be heading out.
Well,
Right?
the captain said we were going to have to stay closed.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought that was today. Sorry, for the rest of the day.
He
They
wasn't
seem to indicate
clear.
tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Oh, okay.
And you look around and Warbender's
He left.
gone.
Yeah, he left. Well, at least until noon tomorrow when he meets up with us. So,
Yeah.
All right.
Well, with everything going on, probably hasn't been as busy anyway, right? Since the dragons attacked next door, I would think people are wary.
A little bit. On the other hand, people seem to have been drinking more.
There is that.
I guess it's a way to fight the fear.
yeah.
So, well, if we can open back up tomorrow after lunch, that'll be fine. All right. Well, I'm going to let myself up, and I'll lock up after myself as I leave, so...
Be careful.
You too. And she grabs her purse and her keys and walks out the front door, and you hear the lock turn.
I dump out the dish of cream I got for Synchron.
And as silence settles over the shouting pirate for the first time,
In a very long time.
this is where we'll take a break.
Ooh. Yeah. Brilliant.
And we'll be back in 15. So stick around and we'll see you then. Welcome back, everybody. So, the interior of the Shouting Pirate is very quiet, unusually so. You have the place to yourself. It's probably getting on towards dark now. So what would you like to do?
We had brandy sandwiches for dinner.
Yep.
I'll clean up.
I will help.
Make some tea. I guess we should go up and see JoJo's place.
Yeah.
Glad we dropped all that stuff off with Thorin since we had to ditch the horses.
Right.
You climb up the stairs, open up the door, and you see a small apartment.
Okay.
It has 2 rooms approximately the same size. One of them appears to be a second office. There's a few chairs. There's a desk with a lot of paperwork on it. And further in, there's another room that has a couple carpets on the floor, a table, a basin, a wardrobe, and a single bed.
So, one bed. Well, that makes sense.
I'm fine on the floor.
Yeah, I'll start taking out our bedrolls, and if they're on top of the couple of carpets, it probably will be comfortable. I don't know about sleeping in JoJo's bed. That seems strange. Especially if he's getting it with Viessa.
Ooh. Well, there's an image.
Well, you know, there's a ton of people where she's at. Probably here. That's weird, right?
I don't know. Adults have sex. It happens.
Right, but I just feel like JoJo could do better.
That's really up to him, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I mean, there's no nothing. I have no. There's no telling about love.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe it's not love. Maybe it's just lust.
Could be that too. He's a
The
grown up.
heart
She's a
wants
grown up.
what it wants.
I'd feel better if it was just lust.
He's
I
a grown up.
feel like-
She's a grown up.
I feel like you're really
I
judging JoJo.
don't like her. No, I'm not judging JoJo. I'm judging Viessa. I think he can do better. I think very highly of JoJo is actually what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I guess. So what are our plans
Still
for
keep
tomorrow?
watch.
Before we head to bed, what are our plans for tomorrow? I mean, we just wait. We're gonna go see Allerton. I'm gonna slip him the.
Right, we can go whenever we're ready. If he hasn't heard from us by noon, he'll come here. But we could go earlier.
Right,
Right.
but he was going to test something to help.
Yes.
So we want to meet up with him before we go.
Okay. Right.
So
So
he said if
we're
he hadn't
supposed to
heard from
message
us-
him when we're ready, and then
Yeah.
he'll come here.
Yeah.
And if he hasn't heard from us, he'll just come at noon.
Right. So if we get our stuff together before noon, we can send a message to him and meet earlier.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we have anything to get together once we have breakfast. We're just going to be sitting here, right?
Correct.
We can't leave.
So I'm going to go as a soldier, and
He's not gonna.
Zori's gonna disguise himself, and we're going to make you invisible.
You can't go as a soldier.
You can't go in as a soldier.
You have to go in as a Jagravan spy.
No, Zori's supposed to go as the Jagravan spy.
Right, he's not going to admit that he's a Jagravan spy in front of a soldier. You have to be undercover.
Oh, okay. All right.
We both have to disguise ourselves.
Testimony that he.
Okay.
You guys are entrapping him. Come on.
Okay.
How good
Tasha?
are our disguise kits?
Yes.
Tasha, you remember you met these people in his presence.
Right.
So he knows you.
He knows me.
Yes,
He
he
knows
does.
all of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have to
Okay.
be disguised.
I forgot he knows me too. That's what
How good are our disguise kits?
Standard
enough.
disguise kits.
Right.
It's really more along the lines of how adept you are at using them.
I can guide you and give you
Okay.
a blessing from Torora before you work on your disguises. That'll give you guys each.
And I
a-
can't
can
just
do it one at a
change.
time.
I can't just change spells out. I have to wait until I go up a level.
Yes.
I hate that rule.
Yep, so do I.
You should be a cleric. You just won't get that spell.
We can't all be clerics, darling.
Everybody can be a cleric.
No.
So I could definitely. Can I definitely could I dress up as an orc, like as what she looked like, or is that beyond the limits of my?
That's beyond the limits of a disguise kit.
Okay. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because it's a crazy notion.
I was like, are you doing prosthetics?
Well,
That's
yeah. I mean, if what's in a disguise, that's what I'm saying. What's in a disguise kit? Prosthetics? I mean,
And you'd be kind of a short orc too.
I mean, whatever.
Well, I mean, just because you're still your body frame.
Right. But she was technically an orc when she met with them, and they could possibly say that she was an orc.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows who's coming.
I don't know either. Well,
Because I don't think they're sending him a message, because if they were sending him a message about who was coming, they wouldn't have needed the passcode.
Yeah.
I mean, you should still use her
Oh,
name.
what's the passcode again?
Gold can buy a lot of freedom.
Gold can
Gold
buy-
can buy a lot of freedom. Okay.
Are you gonna say it, or you want me to say it? I mean,
I'll say it.
okay.
Park Nex Remus
Gesundheit.
is Nella's name.
Oh,
Right.
but we're
which
not
is who
telling
you're
him that
pretending
part.
to be.
Am I?
I was
Okay.
gonna say, I think maybe I should, because you're just there for verification. I don't want it to
Right.
be any kind of entrapment, so you don't say anything. I will
Okay.
say the phrase,
Okay.
because
You're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zori's doing the. And Warbender will all be there as a secondary witness, so.
True.
do you want to go in first and then or
Who,
should
me?
we go together? Yeah.
We should go together.
What kind of things does he have in there? It's they've got some things to look at.
Oh, in the temple?
Yeah.
It's mostly just treasure.
Right. would it be less conspicuous to have one person be the person and have you be like looking at the treasures and stuff?
I don't
Okay.
know how we would pull that off. He's not going to want to meet in front of me if I'm not with you.
She's not
Allerton
coming
almost-
with two, though. I mean, like,
I can be your...
okay.
like a
Well,
self...
you're just gonna say that Katia sent you, right? Sent the two of you.
Yeah.
And that you have bound yourself to her cause. She sent you to talk to him, right?
Okay.
And then she said you'd have further instruction, right?
Yeah.
He's supposed to tell you what. Yeah, so you don't have to give him too much info.
We don't have to make this too complicated.
Okay.
You got this, Nikki. We almost didn't have to worry about Allerton. Looking at that map, isn't the temple right next to one of the things that got taken out by a dragon?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
It's right here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dragons needed better aim.
Ha!
You'd think all that gold in there, they would have swooped down on it.
All right. I go to bed trying to remember everything that Katia was wearing. Katia.
No, Katia was the one who sent her there.
Right. But she was wearing a nondescript robe and a short sword. I don't necessarily want to look. I just want to look like,
Oh, like a Jagravanin.
yeah, but not like, hey, I'm a Jagravanin. I just, nondescript clothes and a robe, kind of.
Gotcha.
Depends what he brings us tomorrow, I guess.
Right.
Anyhow, I'm off to bed.
Okay. We should keep watch.
Then I'm not off to bed. I'll take the first 4 then.
Since we don't know who's spying on the house.
I'll take the second.
They would know we also,
I'll take
someone's
the
looking
next
for us.
watch.
That might have seen us.
All right. Well, the evening passes relatively uneventfully. You do hear some strange sounds, but you're in a new location, so you don't hear anything that sounds like someone inside the building. But you hear
Or
some
dragons
odd sounds
bombing.
from outside. No screams, no crackling of flames, nothing like that.
Yeah.
All right, so I assume same order, so
Yep, I'm first.
yep, so then you wake up Tasha.
Oh, yeah, we're not rolling. Or are we rolling?
No.
Okay.
No.
And then I wake up Aribelle.
All right.
All right. You said we're
All right.
rolling?
No.
No.
We're not.
Oh.
No.
Aw, waste of a natural 20. I'm really sure I don't hear
Aribelle,
you.
I do need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
I just rolled a 20 for my
Natural
perception
20
check.
would work.
Can I use that?
Nope.
I thought you were going to have me roll. I'm just pulling it up. I was looking something up. Mm, 17 plus 11 is 28.
28. You are sitting up downstairs in the main room. Embers in the fireplace. It's very quiet. And you catch yourself starting to nod off. And you kind of shake yourself back awake for a minute. And you're thinking, I shouldn't be this tired. And then you...
Oh no.
So, 2 hours goes by. Aribelle doesn't wake you up. Now, Zorith, you come out of your trance shortly after 4 hours.
I'm confused.
Sleep spell.
Are we in the bedroom?
And I didn't make it with that saving throw?
And she would not leave. I'm confused.
I assumed you weren't. I assumed you weren't doing the bubble because you were inside.
We do the bubble all the time.
We always do the bubble.
Oh, and I didn't. I assumed that people who were keeping watch would keep watch on the first floor.
No.
No.
Oh, well. All right.
Okay. So let's start this over. We go up to JoJo's room, which is where we were.
Okay. So, given the new information, Aribelle still nods off.
Inside the bubble?
Yep. Zorith, you wake up, or you come out of your trance. Make a perception check real quick.
I'm just wondering how I failed a saving throw.
Yeah, I am very confused right now.
I didn't think anybody had a DC that high.
We know somebody who does. I got a dirty 18.
There aren't any spells with a 28 saving throw. That's what I'm saying. So unless it's Torora, that's what I'm saying. Like a 28 and I didn't make it.
That's hear...
Crazy.
Oh, the cat.
And you look over. Aribelle is sound asleep with Synchron curled up on her chest.
Oh my god.
Okay, now it's really weird. So confused he got in the bubble. He's magic. He's a magic cat.
Duh.
So I say, hey, Synchron, can I wake her up now?
How did I fall asleep though?
He hops up and walks over to you and just kind of runs himself under your hand and like, hi.
So I go and I wake up Aribelle.
Oh, yeah. She wakes right up. Kind of like...
I don't understand how I fell asleep.
And I point to Synchron. I go, Synchron's back.
Synchron?
And he was sleeping with you, so maybe he wanted you to be sleepy, too.
I snuggle him. We should get you something to eat.
I suppose.
I'm still so confused.
I can have a nosh.
The cat might actually be a demigod. I don't know.
A demigod. That'd be great.
Maybe he's a dragon.
Could be. Nobody knows.
Ooh, I hadn't thought of that. I hadn't
Maybe
thought
he's
of
a
that.
metallic dragon. And he's hiding from the chromatic dragons. How else would he have survived the dragon attack?
Mm-hmm.
That's a really great idea that I wish I thought of.
I'm just guessing. You totally could have already thought of it.
Sure, we'll go with that.
We don't know. We still don't know. It's just a theory. Sometimes we come up with crazy stuff, and you get to go. I already know that.
I already know.
Well, yeah, you already know what Synchron is.
Yeah, he's a cat.
But someone brought him to us. I wonder if he's a familiar.
He's not going to tell us. That's what that face says.
No, but Aribelle is wondering how he got in the bubble.
Yeah, it is pretty peculiar.
So, I pet him.
Well, let's see. Make a straight wisdom check.
All of us?
Nope, just Aribelle right now.
Let me see what I add to that one that I rolled. I've had good rolls most of the night, but no, not on that one. I don't know. 4.
Okay, well, yeah. You haven't a bloody clue.
No. But I don't know how this spell works because it's Arcana, so I'll ask Tasha. Maybe Tasha subconsciously let him in.
No. I was asleep.
Tasha, go ahead and make a wisdom check.
Or he was already there.
16?
16. You're like looking around the room. Then you have a thought. You walk over, you pull the covers back on Jojo's bed, and there's a little circular depression covered in cat hair.
Oh my god, the cat has been here the whole freaking time.
Well, he probably came out to eat, but... So he was in the dome when it was cast.
Yes.
Yes.
But what put me to sleep?
He did.
He wanted to be warm and fuzzy with you.
Yeah. No, but I remember before I fell asleep, almost nodding off and trying to figure out why I was so tired. Something happened.
The cat is magical.
Did I dream?
No. Not that you can remember.
Synchron, did you make her sleepy so you could rest with her?
I pick him up and head downstairs and set him on the...
He's so pleased with himself.
Set him on the bar while I get him some cream. Put it on the bar.
All right.
Then I go in and make breakfast.
Okay.
I'll go help her. And every time I get a chance, I'll snarfle Synchron. Just, you know.
Find some, I'm sure they have an ice chest of some kind. Find some leftover chicken or something and chop it up and put it on a little plate and take it out to him.
Oh, yeah. He seems to like that more than the cream.
Yeah. And I give him a little bit.
Oh my goodness. So silly.
I'll
then,
cook up the rest of the griddle cakes and make some eggs and bacon.
Once everybody's there, he hops back up on the table and it's like sitting there licking his paw and kind of stops and turns and looks at the empty chair. Walks over to the edge of the table and raises his paw.
Oh, buddy, he'll be back soon. We miss him too.
He turns around, comes back over to you and
Snarfles.
cuddles up. So, just about the time you're done eating breakfast, you hear a board creak in the back hallway.
Draw my
And then
sword.
you hear, damn. You see Warbender walk out. I must be tired. I'm better than this.
Or we're that good.
No, that was a fumble on my part. I heard it.
Well, hello. Would you like something to eat?
Nope. I ate. I'm
Yeah,
good.
but this is real food.
Been in
He
the
doesn't
army
have
long enough,
time.
you learn that you don't really care as long as you're full. And I'm full.
Push him
Well.
a cup of coffee.
That I'll take. So I managed to get these. And he pulls out a little pouch, opens it up, and puts 2 vials down on the table. Pulls out a 3rd vial and holds it. Those are both disguised self. This is invisibility for me.
How long will it last for?
1 hour.
Perfect.
Now you
Same
can
as
be at
this.
work, sorry.
So, the question is, orc, like she was, or tiefling like she is? Or Granella?
Granella.
So I would imagine that an orc is a lot less circumspect than a tiefling.
Well, okay.
Well, half-orcs and tieflings are equally as unusual.
And
Granella would be
Granella.
the least attention getting of those 3.
Yes, Granella.
Okay.
Make yourself look like Granella.
And then you could be that dude that was with her.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because we saw him. You know what he looks like.
Yeah. The other mage.
Yeah. Because he wasn't a tiefling. He was human or elven or something. Right? Half.
He was human.
Yeah. So you could go as him.
Yep.
All right.
The one thing you do have to remember, these potions change your look, they don't change your sound. They don't change how you move.
Right.
You're going to have to do that on your own.
I can do that.
You could be the silent type.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're just witnessing anyway. So
How are we going to get over there? Do we walk as...
We walk.
as you're disguised, right? Shouldn't take very long.
Yeah.
Cross
I mean,
town.
We walk disguised across town.
How many
long is
minutes
it gonna
does
take?
Yeah, how many minutes does it take?
Nah,
get-
it'll take between 5 and 10 minutes.
Ah,
We
that's
should
fine.
walk disguised then.
Okay.
And we'll be invisible because that lasts an hour as well, I believe.
Okay. Well, let's get this over with.
So Warbender will wait for your signal.
Well, I'm following you.
No, but I mean, are you going to arrest him then after he incriminates himself or later?
Oh, yeah. And you don't need to wait for my signal. When you see me, that's my
Yes.
signal.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. Good to know.
Got my mithril on and I've got my shield and sword.
So we're definitely going to start walking over there. We unlock the door and then relock it behind us.
All right. Do you potion up first?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Because you said it's only going to take 5 to 10 minutes to get there.
Right.
I'm
Just
gonna wait
wanted to
until
make
I
sure
get-
that you were starting this. So
I want to wait until we go to the. Well, we're on the first floor, right? Like
Yeah.
we're.
Yeah,
Okay.
we went downstairs.
yeah, you're ready to leave the inn.
Okay.
Got everything cleaned up from breakfast. Made sure Synchron's good. We give him last minute scritches and kisses. So glad to see you, Synchron. Be careful.
He's now curled up in the middle of the table, his table.
We did eat breakfast at our table.
Yeah. Okay. Down the potion. Make myself look like Granella as much as possible.
All right. Well, you have a very good memory of what she looked like, so
Sure do.
go ahead and roll a deception check, but with advantage. Because you
Both
do
of
know
us?
very well what she looks like. No, you're just
And
going
I
to
was
roll
go-
straight.
I was gonna guide them though.
I got a natural
Okay.
19 plus 7 is 26 for me. Guide her.
And well, no, I'm
Okay.
gonna do it one at a time. So
Oh.
add a die 4 too, just in case.
Okay, 19 plus 3 is my die 4, which is 22, plus 7 is 29.
Nice.
All right.
You never know.
Yeah, right?
Allerton is scummy. We don't trust him.
Right. Tasha, are you rolling?
Yeah. I was looking at my character.
For the deception?
Well, okay, so I'm just rolling deception.
Plus a
Right.
d4.
Okay. 21.
Did you add the d4?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Oh, D4. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
You know, the little pyramid dice.
Caltrips.
Okay.
Yeah.
23.
23. Okay. You down the potions and immediately take on the visage of Granella and the mage that was trying to destroy the walls.
Yes.
And you cast invisibility on Aribelle. Right? Tasha?
Right.
And
Right.
Warbender downs his potion and fades out.
And off we go.
All right. Lock the door behind you and set off down the road. It does take you about 8-9 minutes or so to get over to the Temple of Edos. And it doesn't shine with its normal splendor because one side of it is blackened with soot. Doesn't seem like it took any damage, but it's definitely blackened.
Seems so appropriate.
And you find yourselves in front of the temple.
Okay.
Do you want me to knock?
We wouldn't knock in a normal temple, right? We would just go in. We've gone in before, right?
Right.
Okay.
Just go in.
All right. You walk in the door.
Hold the
It
door
is
open. Stretch.
all right. Aribelle, I need you to make a stealth check.
$11. I only get +1.
Jesus.
All right.
Not everybody's dexterous.
All right. You walk in, and you see Coinmaster Allerton He's polishing a golden and platinum scale. And he turns around and frowns for a minute. I thought there were more of you. Well, good morning and welcome to the Temple of Edos. I am Coinmaster Allerton. How may I be of service?
Hello. Lovely temple you have here.
Thank you.
This is me trying to disguise my voice. My friend and I were looking for some health potions. You know, gold can buy a lot of freedom.
And you see him, the whole pleasant salesman facade immediately drops. And he immediately goes, walks behind you, walks over, locks the door. He walks back up, looks at you. Who sent you?
Katya sent me. I don't feel like I should give you my name quite yet. However, know that I am a 9th rank school of infiltration. You may call me Granella.
So Katya sent you, What is the name of her companion?
The Lulk, the hulking Zance.
Very well. What do you need?
Well,
Why did she send you?
she told me you were in need of my services.
Really? How so?
Well, I needed to... Oh, crap. Now I can't remember.
You're supposed to be in charge of the
Captain,
the brigands.
bandit chieftain.
Right. Okay, then. We were needing to get out of town, but also she told me that you would allow us to become captain of your brigand.
I see. She sent you to be part of our work with the free folk in the plains, so to speak.
Your little very merry band of thieves, yes?
What kind of experience?
Because I know
What kind of...
You have quite a few.
Yes.
From here south?
Yes, and from here west. We're expanding. So she was absolutely right to send you to me. What experience do you have leading groups of soldiers?
What I say has a tendency to go, as you might put it. I do have a bit of persuasion under my belt.
I see. And who's your friend?
Oh, he's my muscle.
Doesn't look very muscular.
Oh. He is a mage. He will take care of anything I need.
I see. Well, that would explain it. They're usually grubby. But out on the plains, fortunately, that won't make any difference.
Are you still having travelers go southwards and westwards when there's all this frivolous dragon stuff going on?
Oh, yes. Especially southward.
Merchants?
Southward.
Or people?
We are trying to discourage either.
Oh, you're trying to discourage either from coming through. But isn't that where you're making spoils?
At this point, I have been advised that we should simply be working on inhibiting travel. Because south from here is... well, those are the supplies going to stock the fort. And... let's just say we don't want the fort to be that well stocked.
So are the dragons of your making then also?
No. No, I don't have anything to do with the dragons. If I did, they wouldn't have desecrated the outside of my lovely temple.
It is quite lovely.
But those that I am working with apparently have an understanding with someone.
Oh, to singe you and not completely burn you.
No. I would never have allowed that. No, they have an understanding of some kind in their desire to see the fort ill-supplied.
Oh, because then the dragons can take out the fort, of course.
Perhaps. They have not yet shared their full plan with me, because I, quite honestly, don't need to know.
Oh, and is it just you? It seems like one person running a whole bunch of things, or is that what you've called me for?
Oh, no, I'm more than capable of organizing this level of disturbance. Believe me. They would not have placed me in this position if they did not have faith in my abilities.
Oh, and then I get a little close and I go, how long have you been here? Like,
I was sent a little over 3 years ago. I've only been involved in this for about a year.
Oh, wonderful.
But one of the teachings of Edos is that profit is everything. And allegiance often interferes with profit. So I have chosen profit over any allegiance.
I kind of motion to one of the cases. You make health potions too, correct?
Will we contract them out? And we sell them, yes.
That's excellent. Running a little profit on profit.
Oh, of course. Edos so commands.
Wonderful. So what are my instructions? And whom am I going to oversee?
Well, ever since Kathia and...
Xanth.
Yes, him. I don't like him.
I do find him quite bothersome.
Ever since the two of them decided to travel further west, we need someone to oversee the various groups of bandits along the southern road. Anything that you manage to seize, if it is property and non-living, you may keep 15%, the rest you deliver to me.
15%?
Yes.
You
If
think
it
my
is...
mage and I work for 15%?
Yes.
And whom exactly is doing whom a favor here?
Are you telling me you require more?
We are worth a bit more. Maybe... 5% more right now. Just 20%.
20%?
I don't have to be greedy. I'm going to be in charge of all of the masses. And get a little bit of extra.
make a persuasion check.
Okay. 18 plus persuasion 4. Deception 7. You choose.
No, it's persuasion.
Okay.
22.
Plus 4 then. Plenty. 22, right? 18 plus 4?
Yep.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yep. He looks at you for a minute. Fine. We'll say 20% as a probationary period. If you work out satisfactorily, you can stay at that rate. If not, it will drop to 15%.
I'm sure we will. Where shall we be meeting our lovely little assistants?
Well, you'll need to travel south on the trade route out of Aermagh.
Okay.
And then
Fairly
he gives you some directions on some landmarks where you should look, and when you hit those landmarks, you should turn west.
Is it the same little area where the bandits were before?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
He says, we had a camp a little bit further to the north, but it was discovered and removed. But we have built another camp a little farther south and a little further west. And so far, no one has found it.
How many in my employ over there?
At last count, there were 17.
Oh.
There may be
Just-
more or less by now. It's been a week or two, and you know how these type are.
Walk-offs. Walking off the job before they're finished.
If you happen to find yourselves in possession of cargo that is, say, living, I do have an arrangement with a town in the north to sell off living assets as well.
All right. Interesting. I've not really dabbled in that, but there's always a first time.
Well, it's not my preference, but money is money.
Special price for young ones, I assume.
I would believe so. I don't know. We've not done that yet.
Oh, excellent.
But
Like I said,
yes,
first
I
time for
would,
everything.
as I understand that particular trade. Not that I've looked into it much, but as I understand it, young females go for the highest premium.
All right. We'll definitely keep our eyes and ears out for that. Excellent way to make a little extra money.
Yes, I would say so. Oh, yeah. And at this point, you see and hear Captain Warbender fade into view behind Allerton as he grabs his hands and puts manacles on them.
Oh my goodness, what is this?
Coinmaster Godfrey Allerton, by order of the Lord Mayor of Aermagh, you are hereby placed under arrest for treason. What? You can't do this to me. I am a duly appointed representative of the Church of Edos. Yes, and you've just admitted to an officer of the Aecathan military that you are engaged not only in banditry but slavery. What? I protest absolutely. And he actually pulls out a rag and stuffs it in Allerton's mouth.
And I say, oh, That's such lovely, lovely silence.
Well done.
As a girl? As Tasha?
Yeah.
I'm protesting. Oh, this does not concern me, sir. This does not concern me.
I think it does. I think it does. Lady Aribelle, if you would, seize both of these individuals.
I drop the invisibility and grab them both by the arms.
Hold
Lovely
them
to see you
here.
again, Coinmaster.
You.
Which two?
I'm grabbing you and Zori in your disguises.
So
To
he
harm-
does not.
Arrest you both.
But which voice are you doing, Jeff? Are you doing Allerton or are you doing Warbender?
He's doing both.
Allerton,
Yes.
I'm doing both. Right now, Allerton looks at Aribelle and goes, You.
Okay.
I protest in the highest regard. This interloper is someone who has spread lies about me, who has told people falsehoods.
You calling me an interloper?
Yeah.
I act like I'm vainly trying to get away. Like, oh, no.
Coinmaster Allerton, I'm a paladin of Trora. Daughter of a noble house of Aermagh. I don't think I'm an interloper here. You are.
And you see him. I'm not saying another word.
That's probably good.
Neither are we. And I motion
Yeah.
to my mage. We're not saying a word.
Yeah, none of you have to. I heard everything you just said. Come on,
As did
Allerton.
I.
You're going into the brig. Lady Aribelle, hold these two here until I get back.
Yes, sir. It will be my pleasure.
And he stuffs the rag back in Allerton's mouth and, like, duck walks him out the door.
And as they're gone, sorry about the last bit, but I figured Granella not turning him in
Yeah.
would be better in case anything happens between Kathia, because Granella's going to show up eventually.
Yes.
Park.
Now what do we do about the brigands?
I hope she shows up while we're here. I'm guessing that will be what he sends us to take care of.
Shouldn't we do something about the brigands?
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Well,
I think
I mean,
he'll
like,
probably...
We're going to have to meet up with Warbender again, and
Yeah, he's going to come back in a minute and tell us, but we may have to go bandit hunting.
Yay.
I maintain my disguise until it wears off, but if
He's
she were to
been
walk in and
selling-
see herself, that would be hilarious, but also...
Nah.
He's
but
been
also, should we lock the door again?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. About...
Allerton has been selling people.
To Strathmans.
Yes.
Well, I don't know if he said if they have, but they have an arrangement if they come across, right? He said he hasn't done that yet, but
Right.
slimy, nasty people.
Mm-hmm.
Well, about 20 minutes later, there's a knock at the door in a particular rhythm that, Tasha, you recognize.
I answer the door.
It's your captain.
Come in.
All right. Good job. That was exactly what I needed to hear.
Thanks. I was worried.
No.
Great job,
You-
Zori.
You all did well. So. All right.
As much as I hate that guy, I kind of wanted Well, I guess I was still hoping they were wrong. It was a setup or something. It's despicable.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I should be saying this in this particular building, but what do you expect from a god that worships money over everything else? Okay, apparently he's heard that before.
I don't think he cares.
Nah.
What should we do about the brigands?
Let me work on that. That might be a little bit below your pay grade at this point. I think, given the testimony that I witnessed, the fact that I saw and heard it firsthand, and that I can create an illusion, an auditory illusion of the conversation as I heard it. You realize, Tasha, that your captain also must have keen mind. Now that you've developed it, you recognize it. You recognize some of the things you do in a lot of the things he's done throughout the time you've trained with him. So
Captain,
he remembers everything word for word.
Do you think this confirmation is enough to convince
The Lord Mayor.
the Lord Mayor that we have bigger things going on that we're better suited for than fighting dragons?
I don't know about bigger, but different.
Yes. Well,
You know-
things that require a different skill set.
Because despite the dragons, there's still another foe that's coming for the town who means to do intense damage.
And
The
the
force.
third wave of whatever's attacking Dark Coast, right?
And the fort,
Let me...
right?
And Fort Grimspire, yeah. Well, in order for me to find this out, I'm going to have to confess to the Lord Mayor that I've been in contact with you.
That's fine.
Is it fine with you, sir?
It's up to you.
Well, we don't want you to get in a difficult
No,
situation, but we just arrived and we
Don't
handled
don't worry
this.
don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
It's really about Zori. I think I've already said all along, while I don't want to join the army, everything we're doing is in service of Aecathan. So Tasha's already a member of the army.
What you have to understand is if the Lord Mayor doesn't listen, then the two of you will be conscripted and sent elsewhere. And
But
I won't be able to do anything about it, and neither will my captain.
I understand that, Tasha, but my loyalty has it always has been to Chorora and Aecathan. I'm going to go where I'm sent. I'd rather do that on our own terms, but if that's not possible, I'm not going to turn my back on Aermagh. This is my home.
I just want you to understand.
I understand.
Okay.
But Zori has her own decision to make. I'm not saying I'm just joining the army. I'm just saying I'm willing to roll the dice, to, so to speak, to see what we need to do next. We don't know what we're to do next. There's 4 different fronts we could be going after. You know, if we're supposed to stay here and fight dragons, then that's what we do. But
Yep.
our home is in peril on multiple fronts.
I'm with her.
I want to do what we can do and wherever we're the best suited to be. I think that's
Here and now.
right. You know, the Jagravanans are coming, We know who she is. We know what to deal with. It would be better if we could be here to deal with her when she gets here to help. Because she'll just take out regular soldiers. If we have to flee to avoid getting drafted, then they're going to be in danger than just dragons.
We'll take our chances.
Right.
All right. Then you should return to the Shouting Pirate. Hole up there.
Okay.
And
Look around. Is there some kind of cloth or something I could use to a robe or something to cover my head and my person since my invisibility's gone?
I'm sure you could borrow something if you don't have something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have all my stuff. I just figured there's something in this gross temple.
Yeah, like a tablecloth or a...
Sure,
Oh, like
I mean,
one of his robes or something, or not his, but an initiate or something. I'm sure they have little.
well, make an investigation check as you search
I'll help you
around.
look for something.
Natural 20.
Oh, well.
Oh, well, yeah, you didn't need me.
So I think that's 21.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's funny.
You find a closet that has a couple robes, and it has a rather ornate but deep hooded traveling cloak.
She could turn it inside out, right?
Yeah.
I'll put the cloak on.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go back.
Pull it up over my head.
Are we still in disguise?
It hasn't
Yes.
been an hour yet.
Okay. Well, then let's
But
go
you
back.
can dispel it. I mean, you can let it go.
No,
I
no.
see no reason to.
Yeah, we got to get back to the Shouting Pirate.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll be in touch as soon as I have anything to tell you.
All right. Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, Captain.
Good job again.
Thank you.
Thanks. And so we go back to the Shouting Pirate, let ourselves in, and have a seat.
All right. And as you walk back in, lock the door behind you, you see Synchron back on your table. Kind of look up as you walk back in. And then put his head back down, but his eyes are open and he's kind of watching you. And
Yeah, because two of us don't look normal.
He's magic. He knows.
He can smell.
while this wasn't exactly the homecoming that you hoped for, you do feel a little sense of satisfaction that at least you've done one very good thing today. You've done one very noble thing to protect this country that you love. Now you just have to wait to see what happens when the other shoe drops.
On Tuesday.
And
Oh,
that's
yeah,
where
on
we'll pick up
Tuesday.
on Tuesday.
Ooh. Little side quest to get rid of Allerton. Yeah. So worth it. And Synchron, we got back.
Yes.
I love the fact that he was in the little bed, all
I
cuddly.
still
and
want to know
stuff.
what put me to sleep.
And Jeff's not going to tell us, apparently.
No, not for a
No,
while.
he surely isn't.
Why would I spoil the surprise?
I don't know.
When have you known me to do that?
Never.
Just a cat.
So,
Or he's a
All right.
gnome warlock polymorphed as a cat. I'm just saying.
No more luck. That's funny.
I guarantee you that when he actually becomes a human being, he does not talk like this.
That's funny.
Or a gnome.
Right. Right. Or any bipedal creature, come to think of it. But, all right. So, thank you very much for joining us for our snow day. This was fun.
Yay!
And we'll be back on Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. as per usual.
Ooh, maybe a high-level druid.
To continue on. Do remember, tomorrow officially starts our broadcast week with Nikki and Board Remotely at 3 o'clock Eastern U.S. time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Player Chat, 7:30 p.m. Eastern U.S. time on Monday. We'll be back for the next installment of Lands of Aecathan at 7:30 p.m. Eastern U.S. time on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, GM Chat Intermezzo, Nikki and I will once again soar or leap, respectively, through the skies in search of bad guys with our electric duo on, on Wednesday. So have a great rest of your weekend. And remember, stay safe, stay sane, wear your mask, because that's how you show respect for your fellow human beings at this point.
Yes, it is.
And
the numbers are going down because people are doing what they're supposed to. So don't be dumb and think it's better.
Yes. So, and we will see you next Tuesday night for more here on the Lands of Aecathan. Good night, everybody.
Good night.